Hey, Mrs. Tom. I thought I spoke to you. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I can leave my life. Do what I wanna do. Y'all, come on in. Don't you go. Hey, Beverly, how you doing? Hey, Joe. So listen. Hey, Janet. So before we start talking about, no, let's talk about the laws first. Let's talk about these laws. Before, no, there. So much stuff going on. Every time I turn around, I want to go here and then something to pop off there. Always. But they are preparing before. Yeah, let me play this one because this is dang it. Let me play this one because this one is talking about what this is giving indication that they are preparing if there is a judge. Let me take this out my ear. That says, okay, execute. They are coming up with a game plan to do just that. Ha! Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? So let's listen to this one first. Then we're going to go into the other. And then last we're going to go to Zorro Ranch. Please. Yeah. Please don't let me forget Zorro Ranch. Okay?
Internal memo just revealed that a leaked Secret Service internal memo just revealed that the agency has been conducting classified training exercises on how to physically prevent federal. A leaked Secret Service internal memo just revealed that the agency has been conducting classified training exercises on how to physically prevent federal law enforcement. A leaked Secret Service internal memo.
I just liked hearing that.
The agency has been conducting classified training exercises on how to physically prevent federal law enforcement from arresting Donald Trump if a judge issues a warrant.
Did y'all hear that? They have been conducting. Oh, Lord. Let's go.
A leaked Secret Service internal memo just revealed that the agency has been conducting classified training exercises on how to physically prevent federal law enforcement from arresting Donald Trump if a judge issues a warrant. And the training scenarios explicitly instruct agents to, quote, use all necessary force to stop U.S. Marshals from executing judicial orders against any protectee, effectively creating a legal framework where former presidents are immune from arrest. The document leaked by a Secret Service
They have to keep,
supervisor
yeah,
who
I mean,
resigned
arrest
after
his ass
19 years
too.
of service.
If they can
shows
arrest
that
him.
Since November, the agency has been preparing for what they call judicial overreach scenarios, where courts attempt to compel appearance or arrest of individuals under Secret Service protection. And the training materials include specific protocols for establishing defensive perimeters, denying access to federal property.
If they trying to
and,
figure out a
quote,
way to get him,
neutralizing law
they gonna try to
enforcement
figure a way.
threats
I mean,
to protective mission integrity.
period. Thank you,
And
Ms.
this isn't
Tom.
some theoretical contingency planning for extreme edge cases. This is a systematic operation to create an enforcement shield around Trump that places him beyond the reach of the judicial system, regardless of what courts order. When career Secret Service agents are being drilled on how to physically block U.S. Marshals
He knows
from
it's coming.
executing valid arrest warrants, when training documents describe federal judges as potential hostile actors, and when supervisors are resigning because they believe the agency is preparing to defy constitutional authority, you know the separation of powers is being deliberately sabotaged.
He
from
knows it's
within.
coming.
Hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to show you is being actively suppressed. And Secret
like
Service
Rachel, too.
leadership is threatening agents with termination if they speak publicly about these training exercises. So
I
what
like,
triggered
let's be
this
clear.
devastating leak that exposed...
I just about like everybody that I interact with often. Yeah, so you don't have to put her name out there. If I interact with her, I like her. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if I don't like her, I move right on back out. I'll be like, no. I'm very particular about who I listen to.
This is how Secret Service is preparing to place Trump above the law. According to multiple sources familiar with the agency's internal operations, the breaking point came on February 2nd, when Secret Service Supervisory Special Agent, you know the separation of powers is being deliberately sabotaged from within.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to show you is being actively suppressed, and Secret Service leadership is threatening agents with termination if they speak publicly about these training exercises. So what triggered this devastating leak that exposes how Secret Service is preparing to place Trump above the law? According to multiple sources familiar with the agency's internal operations, the breaking point came on February 2nd, when Secret Service Supervisory Special Agent Marcus Webb attended a mandatory training session at the James J. Rowley Training Center in Beltsville, Maryland. Webb, a 19-year Secret Service veteran who has protected 3 different presidents and served on presidential protective details under both Republican and Democratic administrations, had been growing increasingly concerned since December about what he describes as a fundamental shift in how leadership is framing our protective mission. According to sources who worked directly with Webb, the concerns began in early December when Secret Service Director Sean Curran, a Trump loyalist who was appointed in January 2025, issued an internal directive titled Protective Mission Primacy in Constitutional Conflicts. The directive, which Webb included in his leaked documentation, stated that the Secret Service's statutory obligation to protect designated individuals supersedes all other federal law enforcement activities, including execution of judicial warrants. Let me be absolutely clear about what that means. The director of the Secret Service issued a written order telling agents that protecting Trump is more important than allowing courts to enforce their orders. That's not interpretation. That's not legal analysis. That's a directive to defy judicial authority.
Again.
But Webb's real alarm came during the February 2nd training session.
And it leaked.
According to his detailed account provided to investigators, the
Hey,
session
Jonathan.
was led by Assistant Director Kyle Morrison and attended by approximately 45 supervisory agents from protective details across the country. The training scenario, according to Webb's memo, was explicit. Former President Trump has been ordered to appear in federal court. He refuses. A federal judge issues a bench warrant for his arrest. U.S. Marshals arrive at his residence to execute the warrant. How does Secret Service respond? What happened next, according to Webb and 2 other agents who have since corroborated his account, was a 4-hour training exercise where Secret Service leadership walked agents through specific protocols for preventing the arrest. Smash that like button if this is starting to make sense, because it gets so much worse.
Oh, let's go.
Here's where Marcus Webb made the decision that ended his career but exposed the plot. During the February 2nd training, according to his leaked memo, Assistant Director Morrison
Oh yeah, he been getting away with a lot of stuff.
Defensive Protocols for Warrant Interception. The slides, which Webb photographed with his personal phone and included in his disclosure package, lay out a step-by-step strategy. Slide 4, establishing protective perimeter. When notified of incoming law enforcement with intent to arrest protectee,
he gonna try to take everybody out.
Establish physical barrier at all property access points. Minimum 3 agents per entry point. Tactical gear authorized. Weapons condition yellow. Slide 7, initial contact protocol. When law enforcement arrives, primary agent makes contact and delivers statement. This property is under active Secret Service protection. We cannot permit entry or access to the protectee. We ask that you withdraw and contact Secret Service headquarters to coordinate through proper channels. Slide 11, escalation response. If law enforcement insists on executing warrant, secondary agent notifies command. Agents maintain physical barrier. Do not permit passage. Use verbal commands. You are interfering with a federal protective operation. We are ordering you to withdraw. If physical confrontation appears imminent, shift to condition red.
You have to listen, Jonathan.
To defend perimeter. Slide 14, use of force authorization. Agents are authorized to use necessary force, up to and including deadly force, to prevent any action that compromises protective.
Oh, wow. He big scared, ain't he? Jonathan, did you hit the like button? Have you supported the platform while you trying to take us off a topic? What we doing, Jonathan? Okay, well, stay on topic, baby. We're not talking about Cat Williams. You sound like you're trying to deflect. Come back another day, okay? I'm going to put you out for 24 hours. You trying to deflect. I don't like that. I ain't never seen you over here before. What you think you doing?
Mission
we ain't going.
Coordinate through proper channels. Slide 11.
So y'all, him scared. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He know it's coming. We ain't taking no deflections over here. Wrong answer. Don't come over here with that frack-a-knack-a-bull. I ain't gonna talk to you crazy because we went to church a little bit earlier on the live before. And I'm gonna let the Lord use me. And I'm gonna have you come back another day. But that's strike 1 and strike 2. Strike 1 and strike 2, okay? You listen, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Richard. So he gotta be scared. I mean, like, big time scared. That everything that they done tried, the judge done knocked it down. I saw somewhere today that his partner, his friend, I know I did a live on Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas not too long ago. Cause S. Riley said he was up in there. Something happened today where, what's his name, Supreme Court, Clarence, C. Thomas, kind of turned on him. So some things is going on. I just hope that they're able to infiltrate whatever they got, because they gonna do it. You know he ain't gonna go out without a behavior. He gonna send other people to do his dirty work for him. He don't never do his own work. Never. I don't know why people scared of the big mouth of man. But it's neither here nor there. You got to get him out of there. So they saying if you got to use deadly force, I'm glad that it leaked before. I mean, how does all these leaks happen? We ain't gonna worry about that. I'm glad it leaked before they went to execute, so that they can come up with a plan B and C. Let's finish hearing this. I love it. Let's go.
Escalation response. If law enforcement insists on executing warrant, secondary agent notifies command. Agents maintain physical barrier. Do not permit
Thank you,
passage.
Janet. Thank you,
Use
Mrs. Tom.
verbal commands. You are interfering with a federal protective operation. We are ordering you to withdraw. If physical confrontation appears imminent, shift to condition red and prepare to defend perimeter. Slide 14, use of force authorization. Agents are authorized to use necessary force, up to and including deadly force, to prevent any action that compromises protective mission integrity. Preventing unauthorized arrest of a protectee constitutes mission-critical protection and falls under physical barrier. Do not permit passage. Use verbal commands. You are interfering with a federal protective operation. We are ordering you to withdraw. If physical confrontation appears imminent, shift to condition red and prepare to defend perimeter. Slide 14, use of force authorization. Agents are authorized to use necessary force, up to and including deadly force, to prevent any action that compromises protective mission integrity. Preventing unauthorized arrest of a protectee constitutes mission-critical protection and falls under standard use of force protocols.
Baby.
Let me translate that into plain English.
Let's go.
Secret Service leadership is training agents to physically fight U.S. Marshals if they try to arrest Trump. They're authorizing deadly force to prevent federal judges' orders from being executed. That's not protective detail work. That's preparation for armed confrontation with the judicial branch.
Yep.
According to Webb's account, during the training session, one agent raised a question. Sir, if a federal judge has issued a valid warrant, don't we have an obligation to comply with judicial authority? Morrison's response, according to Webb's memo, and corroborated by the two other agents who were present, our obligation is to the protectee's safety. A federal judge sitting in a courtroom hundreds of miles away cannot assess real-time security threats the way we can. If we determine that allowing an arrest would compromise our protective mission,
why he got
we have not only
these
the
people
authority,
in place,
but the duty to prevent it. The courts can sort out the legal questions later. Our job is to keep the protectee safe, and that means preventing any action we haven't vetted and approved.
So they're going to have to take out
Drop a comment right now if you're seeing the full scope of this constitutional
So I wonder, do the police
now things
or the
get
constables or whoever they send to go and execute, because all of this is unprecedented. It's never happened before. So that's why I was like, okay, so who are they going to use? I said Secret Service, but now I guess they are trying to figure out who. So when the Secret Service is compromised, I wonder how that goes. So if there is an order and they go to execute it, and let's say a secret service don't follow the order, the command, can they protect themselves against secret service? It's rotten from the top. Yeah. He played himself. I'm just sorry. Y'all hit the like button, please. He played himself. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. He been getting away with so much for so long. It's just like, he can't process being told no. He can't process not being able to get out of the situation. He can't process that the judicial system is turned on him. He can't process the judges and people that he has put in place. It just no. He can't process that. And he dang sure can't process, these Epstein files coming out. And we know he is a freakazoid. Yeah, he is a PDFer, a serial PDFer, and a serial iller. Yeah, he just not, one and done, maybe two, one by mistake. He's a serial. He's a sick freak. And his mama knew it. That's why she said, whatever y'all do, don't let him get into politics. His own mama. So, it is what it is. But I wonder if it get like that, can it get like that? If you understand what I mean. You know what orders are. He's out of line. The shit he's been doing. And he know. And he know. It's coming. They all know. His sons, his daughters. His daughter has been testifying against him. Eric, him. Yeah, Melania. She done gave up the safe. One done gave up the red folder. And we just heard Eric, he couldn't stick to the script. He know it's coming. So what? Where the Melania been? Oh, she went to court, 2 weeks ago? She gave up the safe. Oh, it's behind that picture. Yeah, that room with all that gold stuff. Yeah, it's the safe back there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they told her that she finna have to go, I saw somewhere that there's a petition to deport her back to Slovenia, Transylvania, where. What is it, Slovenia? Yeah, they got a petition. I said, what? What? Some of her ex-boyfriend, lovers, girlfriends, and all of that stuff, baby, they talking, huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you played Fox. Oh, yeah. So, Wolf, you don't want to play with Wolf no more? Michael Wolf. Oh, he pulled your whole card. You thought you was going to scare him? You said, where do I start? I gotta find it. Yeah. He said, oh, you thought I was gonna run? Oh, nah, boo-boo. I'm gonna do you on you. Now, I'm gonna sue you. And then I'm gonna start asking for depositions. Yeah, then I'm gonna start asking for emails. Then I'm gonna start asking for a whole bunch of shit I know you don't want to give. Because once you give it to me, I'ma leak it. Yeah, I'ma leak it. Yeah, you want to play? You want to rumble with the bee? Let's go. I'm finna steam that ass. Now she said, I don't live in New York. That ain't where I'm from. I want to change this to federal. I wanted to change to Florida. Yeah. Now you stuttering. Girl, you better sit down. Yeah, your house is finna start crumbling down. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Yeah, that's what's happening. Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, he didn't change that diaper, and that ass started itching. And when he leaned over while he was on the fence to try to scratch that big fat ass of his, he fell over and rolled on down the hill. And while he was rolling, them laws ran in to lock up his... Oh, I can't change the narrative. Well, that's how I feel when them folk be coming in here trying to rescue you. They just come in here making up anything. Hell, I thought I'd make up a story too. Let's go.
Explosive. According to Webb's documentation, the February 2nd training wasn't a session. It was part of a broader training program that's been...
My bad. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Drop a comment right now if you're seeing the full scope of this constitutional crisis.
Rolling.
Now things get absolutely explosive.
Let's go.
According to Webb's documentation, the February 2nd training wasn't a one-time session. It was part of a broader training program that's been running since November under the code name Operation Judicial Shield. Operation Judicial Shield, according to internal emails Webb obtained, was initiated on November 18th by Director Sean Curran following what the emails describe as high-level coordination with Presidential Transition Team regarding potential legal threats to the protectee. Let me break down that timeline.
Let's go.
November 18th was 3 weeks after the 2024 election. Trump had won, but hadn't been inaugurated yet. And Secret Service leadership was already coordinating with his team on how to prevent courts from arresting him. This wasn't contingency planning for general scenarios. This was specific preparation to shield Trump from judicial authority. According to the email chain Webb leaked, Director Curran wrote to senior leadership on November 20th.
He's supposed to be gone.
POTUS Elect's team has made clear that judicial harassment will escalate upon inauguration. We need protocols in place to ensure that politically motivated warrant attempts do not compromise our protective posture. The protective mission supersedes judicial process when the two conflict. That email went to the entire senior leadership team. Assistant Director Morrison, Deputy Director Cameron Walsh, Special Agent in charge of Presidential Protective Division Marcus Riley. None of them objected. According to the email responses Webb obtained, every senior leader agreed and began developing the training protocols that became Operation Judicial Shield. Subscribe immediately if you haven't yet. This content is being actively suppressed, and the administration is threatening legal action against anyone.
They don't want nothing to come out. They don't want none of them court cases.
So what exactly has Secret Service been training agents to do? And how does this create a constitutional crisis that could destroy the separation of powers? According to the full Operation Judicial Shield training manual that Webb leaked, a 47-page document that I've reviewed, the scenarios aren't hypothetical, they're specific. Scenario 1, bench warrant for court appearance. A federal judge orders Trump to appear for a mandatory hearing. Trump refuses. Judge issues bench warrant. U.S. Marshals attempt to execute. Secret Service response protocol. Establish defensive perimeter. Deny entry. Inform marshals that protectee will appear only under conditions Secret Service deems secure. Refuse to surrender protectee to marshal custody under any circumstances. Scenario 2, criminal arrest warrant. A federal judge issues an arrest warrant based on criminal charges. Federal law enforcement attempts to take Trump into custody. Secret Service response protocol. Treat as hostile law enforcement action. Implement full protective protocols, including potential evacuation of protectee to alternate secure location. Coordinate with legal team to challenge warrant. Under no circumstances permit arrest without explicit authorization from Secret Service director. Scenario 3, contempt of court. Trump is held in contempt for violating court orders. Judge orders immediate detention. Secret Service response protocol. Protective mission supersedes contempt orders. Protectee remains in Secret Service custody. Courts cannot override statutory protective mandate. Maintain defensive posture and coordinate with White House counsel and DOJ to resolve through legal channels rather than enforcement action. Here's what's absolutely critical to understand. In every single scenario, Secret Service is trained to refuse judicial authority. In every scenario, they're instructed to prevent courts from enforcing their orders. This isn't protecting Trump from physical threats. This is protecting him from legal accountability. And according to Webb's memo, when he raised this concern during the February 2nd training, he was told by Assistant Director Morrison, Agent Webb, your job is not to evaluate the constitutionality of protective protocols. Your job is to protect the protectee. If you're uncomfortable with that mission, you should consider whether Secret Service is the right career
to
for
get
you.
Trump for his illegal activity from day one.
3 days later, on February 5th, Marcus Webb submitted his resignation. In his resignation letter, which he provided to congressional investigators along with
The
all
doctor
his
resigned
documentation,
too.
Webb wrote, I joined the Secret Service to protect the president and uphold the Constitution. I believed those two duties were complementary. I now understand that leadership believes they are in conflict, and that when they conflict, the Constitution loses. I cannot participate in an operation designed to place any individual, including a former president, beyond the reach of judicial authority.
Absolutely.
That violates everything I swore an oath to defend.
Because that's why
Do me a favor and
he can break
slam
the
that
law.
like button, because it genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to understand what's being planned. So let's break down exactly
being
what the legal
planned.
framework is here and why Secret Service's position is constitutionally indefensible. The Secret Service operates under 18 U.S.C. Section
Corrupt Trump. Hey,
3056,
Pamela.
which authorizes them to protect current and former presidents. That protection includes physical security, threat assessment, and coordination with other law enforcement agencies. But
Y'all
nowhere,
support the
and I
platform,
mean
help me reach my
nowhere,
goal.
does that statute say Secret Service can override judicial orders?
Absolutely.
Nowhere does it say they can prevent execution of arrest warrants. Nowhere. The Secret Service operates under 18 U.S.C. Section 3056,
Let them know.
which authorizes them to protect current and former presidents. That protection includes physical security, threat assessment, and coordination with other law enforcement agencies. But nowhere, and I mean nowhere, does that statute say Secret Service can override judicial orders. Nowhere does it say they can prevent execution of arrest warrants. Nowhere does it say protective mission supersedes constitutional separation of powers.
There we go.
Former Secret Service Director Julia Pearson, who served under Obama, was asked about these leaks by CNN yesterday. Her response? If these documents are authentic, this represents a fundamental misunderstanding of Secret Service authority. We protect individuals from physical threats. We do not protect them from
the
legal
law.
process. If a federal judge issues a valid warrant, Secret Service's role is to coordinate safe execution of that warrant, not to prevent it. Former U.S. Marshal John Muffler, who oversaw warrant execution operations for 15 years, told MSNBC, I've executed thousands of federal warrants. When the subject is under Secret Service protection, we coordinate timing, location, and procedures to ensure everyone's safety. But at no point has Secret Service ever claimed authority to simply refuse to allow a warrant to be executed. That's not protection, that's obstruction of justice.
That's the case. That's the case.
Constitutional law professor Lawrence Tribe stated on Twitter, if Secret Service can veto judicial warrants by claiming protective primacy, then separation of powers is dead. The executive branch would have created a class of individuals, anyone under Secret Service protection, who are immune from judicial authority. That's not constitutional democracy. That's executive supremacy. But here's where it gets even more dangerous. According to Webb's leaked documents, Secret Service isn't just training agents to block warrant execution. They're training them to physically relocate Trump if they believe judicial pressure is becoming too intense. The training manual includes a section titled
Wow.
Emergency Relocation Protocols that outlines.
Wow. So he planning an escape. Wow. Run, Forrest, run. So he's planning the great escape. Is that what she telling us? That big hips. No, you get out. You get out and don't come back. How about that? Know who you think you is, sis? Sis? Yeah, the tunnel. There you go, Mimi. Yes. He thought he had a great escape. He is way past out. Baby, he finna run with his scary, wide hip ass. Baby. Oh, I almost showed y'all something. Listen, a guest, if y'all don't want me to stop and talk, leave. This ain't the place for you. I'm gonna talk. Do I need to say it again? Do I need to preach you a sermon? Because I got a sermon in my spirit. I need for you to understand that you are a guest over here. You better wipe your feet first. Hit the like button, and you may want to check the atmosphere of the room. You don't run nothing over here. I won't even take you into consideration until you become actively involved over here. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And Laquita had to tell you off. Yeah. Understand? Yeah, bye. Bye. Y'all ain't hit the like button no way. Bye. Bye. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, because we gonna talk about him over here. Okay? Yeah. Hell, you think you running. Let's go. Scary ass. I always got to have somebody do his dirty work. It took all of them, the sorority or whatever, fraternity, the nasty boys, to put hand, feet, and pickles and shit on S. Riley. Because he put pain to that ass. Yes, indeed. You couldn't even do it. Laquita is near. No.
Constitutional law professor Lawrence Tribe stated on Twitter,
our military has caused several evil people,
protective primacy,
and we can
then separation
catch.
of powers
Military.
is dead. The executive branch would have created a class of individuals, anyone under Secret
As
Service
a matter of
protection,
fact,
who are immune
my family
from
member
judicial authority.
said that the
That's not
military would have to
constitutional
get
democracy.
involved.
That's executive supremacy. But here's where it gets even more dangerous. According to Webb's leaked documents, Secret Service isn't just training agents to block warrant execution. They're training them to physically relocate Trump if they believe judicial pressure is becoming too intense.
Scary ass.
The training manual in anyone under Secret Service protection who are immune from judicial authority. That's not constitutional democracy. That's executive supremacy. But here's where it gets even more dangerous. According to Webb's leaked documents, Secret Service isn't just training agents to block warrant execution. They're training them to physically relocate Trump if they believe judicial pressure is becoming too intense. The training manual includes a section titled emergency relocation protocols that outlines procedures for moving Trump to locations outside federal law enforcement's immediate reach if judicial threats escalate to attempted forced compliance. The suggested relocation sites, according to the document, Trump properties in jurisdictions with sympathetic local law enforcement.
Oh, wow.
Federal facilities under Secret Service control where access can be restricted.
Remodel.
In extreme scenarios, temporary relocation to diplomatic properties or foreign jurisdictions with which the U.S. has protective coordination agreements. Read that last one again.
He got that
Secret
plane
Service
gift.
training manual suggests they could relocate a former president to foreign jurisdictions to avoid federal arrest warrants. That's not protection. That's helping someone flee
Escape.
prosecution. Drop a comment below with your thoughts.
Crazy.
Because I need to know I'm not alone in thinking this is one of the most dangerous threats to constitutional order in American
Absolutely.
history.
This is what happens
But
when
beyond
you thought that you had immunity, special immunity that you can do. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Tom. Thank you. That you can just do whatever you want to do. You can break all the laws and can't nobody touch you. You made these people go in and enforce things that they've never had to enforce before. Huh? Yeah. You was going to play on it. You was going to ride it. Ride it. Like you was riding them kids. Just riding them. Over and over and over and over and over again. Devil, you are lying. The truth ain't in you. It's time to lay you down. Hell is wrong with you? Yeah, it's time to lay you down. Yeah, you thought that you was above everything. You really were acting like you thought you was God. And you having a hard time with these no's. Objection. Denied. Yeah, you having a hard time. Give me them keys. This, oh yeah, he lost that plane. The jet. I forgot, they done seized it. He just don't want people to know it. That's why he is milking Savannah Guthrie. Now it's Savannah Guthrie's fault that all of this is going on because she gave them a platform to tell on his ass. Let's keep it real. We need to stop acting like we don't know that he is behind them Bitcoins. I told y'all that the other day. You could hear it in her voice when she said, okay, I understand now. I'll give you the money, the Bitcoins. Yeah, because all of his accounts are frozen. Come on now. Are we going to keep acting like we don't remember? Oh, they got to tell you. Oh, them other folk got to tell you. Y'all kill me, baby. Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. And then once the mainstream is forced to, because, you know, they can't say nothing. They can't say nothing. They scared to get sued. Majority of them are Jews. All of that type stuff. So once they start saying, they're going to come back, oh, AunTeaFee, did you hear this? Stop that. I've been done told y'all. Yeah, so now people that they thought did it, one of the guys was saying that somebody done unalive themselves. Here we go with that unalive again. You know, unalive done took on a whole nother meaning when it comes to Donald Trump. Every time we turn around, somebody who finna expose him, who know this, they somehow it's mysteriously and they unalive themselves. I don't care what nobody say. Trump is behind it. She off in one of them detention centers if she is still alive. And now that he probably know that they are monitoring, I guess if they can, on them Bitcoins. Yeah. 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 His money funny. His money funny. That plane has been seized. And what's up? Melania ain't supposed to still be up in there. Cause he said it was a business. Now she's saying, I live here. I live there. Well, why is it saying it's a business? I thought it was a club. You living in a club? Yeah. You gotta start calling it what it is. Stop like acting slow. That's what he expects us to do. That's what he wants us to do. Play dumb. Don't nobody throw out Bitcoin like that. But his money funny. He ain't have a choice. The banks in the U.S. won't up with him. You understand? All he got is Bitcoins. That's why he let that man he pardoned that man from prison. Yeah. Bitcoins. His son hooked up with him. His son, he was like, I really don't know, my sons. Yeah. Absolutely. We can't be slower than him. Oh, well, he been getting away with it. He been getting away with it. He said, I can do it right in front of him. And they still gonna eat my ass. And say he didn't do it. That's what he counting on. He counting on folk being preoccupied. Yeah. That's what he expecting. That's what he expecting. That's what they always do. They don't pay no mind. I've been stealing all this time. I've been funding over there, trying to get my great escape up and ready. Yeah. And they took your jet. Yeah. Now that's our jet. That's our jet. You made deals with Qatar and bringing what are his terrorists on U.S. soil? You told us they were terrorists. So you compromised us so that you can make money on the side, on the cool. You understand? That's our jet. That's our gift. Yeah. Yeah. You can't compromise us and get the gift and think you're going to be able to keep it. Forget that. That's our jet that belongs to the U.S. What else you got? Yeah, that's how folk need to talk to him. You made that deal for the U.S., boo-boo. You didn't make that deal for you because you don't have no money. Remember, you did file taxes and you wrote everything out as a loss. So you don't have no money. Huh? Yeah, you don't pay taxes. We pay taxes. That's our jet. Let's go sit down and eat some mashed potatoes.
Enforcement. Federal
Maybe
facilities
Elon
under
will
Secret
fly
Service
him.
Control, where
Oh,
access
Elon
can be
mad too. They done went to that X. They done raided him. They finna dig up into his money, his $1 trillion. Are you paying taxes? And hell, oh my goodness, I got some on him. They said that ain't even him. He a time traveler. I said, what? What is going on with all these scientists and all these experiments and fathers? I mean, he a time traveler. Lord, these people playing with animals and creatures and shit. I ain't never seen fire spewing animals. Now they got animals that shoot fire. Now they done capture dragons and shit. When they start doing that? Trump and his scientists. Yeah.
restricted. In extreme scenarios, temporary relocation to diplomatic relocation protocols that outlines procedures for moving Trump to locations outside federal law enforcement's immediate reach.
He going where Ghislaine.
Judicial threats escalate to attempted.
That's why Ghislaine done been moved. Epstein done been moved. But hell, last week he said, as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with Epstein. And Epstein started popping up, showing himself. Yeah, Ghislaine done got moved, and he planning a great escape as well, so they can go and run over there to Israel and where convicted child apists. Because baby, when I tell you some of these states adding death penalty to what they have done, oh yeah, let's go.
Forced compliance. The suggested relocation sites, according to the document, Trump properties in jurisdictions with sympathetic local law enforcement, federal facilities under Secret Service control where access can be restricted. In extreme scenarios, temporary relocation to diplomatic properties or foreign jurisdictions with which the U.S. has protective coordination agreements. Read that last one again. The Secret Service training manual suggests they could relocate a former president to foreign jurisdictions to avoid federal arrest warrants. That's not protection. That's helping someone flee prosecution. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, because I need to know I'm not alone in thinking this is one of the most dangerous threats to constitutional order in American history. But beyond the specific protocols, this represents something darker about how the Trump administration views the relationship between executive power and judicial authority. They're not arguing that Trump is innocent or that the courts are wrong.
And y'all remember when we did that research on Israel, and they have a clause. They had that clause, and if you are Jewish and you were found guilty of a child essay, that you could come there and they won't expedite you back. Y'all remember that? But that guy we followed, they went over there and got him because he went over there acting like he done been redeemed. By what? By the blood of the Lamb? I thought you didn't believe. I mean, how you been redeemed? Oh, not redeemed. Oh, you thought that that those urges was gone. That you wasn't going to go over there and do the same thing that you was doing in the United States. Yeah, they got that special clause. Let us not forget. Yeah, that's why Epstein went over there. When oh Lord, where did I see that? Where he had purchased, oh yeah, we're going to get to that in just a minute. Where his Amazon, where Bill shows that he done ordered that orange jumpsuit. That orange prison jumpsuit. Yeah, that came by way of Amazon. See how they play in his face? Yeah. Okay. I ain't going. I see right through it.
If they believe judicial pressure is becoming too intense. The training manual includes a section titled Emergency Relocation Protocols that outlines procedures for moving Trump to locations
we could get away with it like that.
Immediate reach if judicial threats escalate to attempted forced compliance. The suggested relocation sites, according to the document, Trump properties in jurisdictions with sympathetic local law enforcement, federal facilities under Secret Service control where access can be restricted. In extreme scenarios, temporary relocation to diplomatic properties or foreign jurisdictions with which the U.S. has protective coordination agreements. Read that last one again. The Secret Service training manual suggests they could relocate a former president to foreign jurisdictions to avoid federal arrest warrants.
Wow.
That's not protection. That's helping someone flee prosecution. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, because I need to know I'm not alone in thinking this is one of the most dangerous threats to constitutional order in American history. But beyond the specific protocols,
but I thought it was law and order.
Darker about how the Trump administration views the relationship between executive power and judicial authority. They're not arguing that Trump is innocent or that the courts are wrong. They're arguing that courts simply don't have power over him, that protective status creates immunity, and that executive branch agencies can refuse to enforce judicial orders. Think about the precedent this sets. If Secret Service can block judicial warrants against Trump, what stops them from doing it for
Pamela, who's doing too much?
Protected for life. Former vice presidents, presidential candidates within 120 days of elections. If the protective mission supersedes judicial authority, then all of those people are immune from arrest. They can defy court orders, refuse to appear for hearings, and ignore judicial process because Secret Service will physically prevent enforcement. That's not a republic with separation of powers. That's an oligarchy, where certain individuals are above the law. Former Attorney General Eric Holder stated on MSNBC,
they're not following the Constitution. Where you been? King Serenity. They ain't been following Constitution. He don't respect it.
That cannot be allowed to happen. If it does, the rule of law in America is finished.
Absolutely. Shut him down.
Your mind.
Take his ass out.
Right now.
He done lost his mind.
Here's the current situation as of February 8th, 6 days after Webb's resignation and disclosure. The House Oversight Committee has announced emergency hearings for February 14th. Secret Service Director Sean Curran has been subpoenaed to testify under oath about Operation Judicial Shield. Notice what he's saying.
People just talking.
I didn't do anything.
It don't make no sense. Constitutional rights, not illegals. I mean, what does that mean?
To be arrested. That's the defense.
I don't get that.
Presidential
we need to rewrite that.
Exceptionalism so extreme that judicial authority simply doesn't apply. Keep an extremely close eye on this story because it's developing rapidly and represents the most serious threat to judicial independence since Nixon's Saturday Night Massacre. The congressional hearings are February 14th. DOJ's investigation is ongoing. And according to sources familiar with federal court proceedings, at least 2 judges are now aware of Operation Judicial Shield and are consulting with judicial security officials about how to handle situations where Secret Service might refuse to comply with their orders.
My.
Before we go any further, smash that subscribe button so you never miss coverage like this, because this constitutional crisis is escalating daily and represents an existential threat to the
Thank you, Richard. I was just about to put it down.
The administration's response has been to threaten agents who speak out, while Trump publicly declares he's too important to be arrested.
Are you crazy?
This isn't a legal decision.
Are you crazy? Too important to be arrested. You too important to those foreign countries that you're making those deals with. You're too important to where you finna run your ass to. Yeah, cause you scared to deal with the mess you done made over here. Yeah, your plan was to leave the U.S. a third world country. Yeah, that was you and Bibi Netanyahu's plan. Yeah, but your loose lips sunk the ship before you could get it off. Now all eyes on you, reptilian. Yeah, creature. Yeah, that was your plan. So you're only important to those folk over there, cause even MAGA is leaving your ass. Huh? Yeah, cause see that guy, one of them January 6 guys that you pardon, just got caught fucking with a kid. Yeah, but you chose them type people. Yeah, they were a part of y'all hunting game and the Proud Boys and the Dixie Mafias and folks and all that shit. You chose them on purpose. And all of y'all have compromised yourselves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rowdy, acting a fool, fighting, shooting, you know. Yeah. So all of them, every time you turn around, your boys, your partners, up in some kids' undergarments. You have the nerve to pardon. Yeah, no, you gotta go. And all these people rallying behind you, acting like they can't see there's a problem. They asses need to go with you straight to jail.
Dispute about protective protocol and represents an existential threat to the separation of powers. The administration's response has been to threaten agents who speak out, while Trump publicly declares he's too important to be arrested.
Too important to be arrested.
This isn't a legal dispute about protective protocols.
Don't act like you ain't been arrested before, but you're gonna go through the program this time.
Of the judicial system.
You're gonna sit your ass down.
The Secret Service against federal courts.
One thing is for sure, you don't have no money now. You may have some Bitcoins, yeah, but are they gonna take that for bail bonds? Because you gotta have how much? Yeah, that's your problem now. You don't have money to get a surety. Yeah, don't nobody trust you. So when they get you, you sitting. You sitting, and you know this, man. Every single day is something. Yes. Yes. Now they don't. You gotta have ID to vote. You trying so hard. This is gonna be such a landslide. I mean, it's just wild. You have the lowest percentage. What, 36, 24, 36. You got a brick house. Yeah, you at the very bottom, and you have the audacity to try to act like you better than President Barack Obama. Hell, and your lips look more like a monkey, ape, chimpanzee. Ain't that why you are orangutan? Ain't that why you like orange? I mean, you killing me. But why you trying to be funny? And why you got your homeboy over there trying to act like they doing the mad scientists, trying to create their own DNA because you don't like knowing that you are from us. Yeah, I said it. You don't want to be associated with coming from the darker shade of the 50 Shades of Brown. You understand? Oh, yeah, I done peeped you, man. I know you know I done peeped you, gang. Yeah. You having a problem knowing you and your little funky, nasty friend. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all have a problem with knowing that y'all are not superior. That we were royal. That's why y'all had to steal from us. Whitewash it. Yeah. Change up the Bible. Yeah, I ain't like that. I don't like that bronze and brown skin tone. That ain't us. You goddamn right. It ain't. Because y'all ain't chosen. So y'all can go on over there and splice up people's DNA trying to make protons and all of that shit come together so y'all can create y'all make-believe, y'all Jews, if you want to. We know you want to be our skin tone. That's why your choice of color on your face is orange. Bronze. You trying to get that bronze. Wrong shade. You should have went to MAC. You should have went to Bobby Brown. You got too much money for your blending, baby. Huh? Yeah. Yes, indeed. But you know, it's all good. We know that brown is pretty. Yeah, we know that brown is pretty. And y'all can try all day long to create y'all own species, but you ain't God. That's why you see these animals and creatures outside roaming with cats and fighting with cats and dogs all in the middle of the night. I ain't never seen so many UFOs and aliens walking around, reptilians. You got me looking all night at these creatures and shit. Brown is gorgeous, or it's horrendous. Yeah, he needs to go. He needs to go to what is it, Mac? What's that other Morphe? It's a whole bunch of them out there. He needs to be trying to, you know, somebody intentionally got him looking like a clown. But we understand that brown is beautiful, boo boo. And you know, don't be mad at us. And no blacks.
Pause for a second and
no
hit that
nib.
like button if you're as a
Yeah. They had a whole human hunting black folk at night. It's just a wonder ain't nobody picked you off yet, man. But let you need to vote. Let election season come. You can't beat you running to Atlanta to the rappers, you know, getting them out of prison and pardoning them. So I guess it's gonna be the NFL this time. Huh? Baby, Nate Newton, yeah. You pardon what, 5, 6 people? NFL. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cause the people you would go to, hell, they scared to be around. They don't want to fuck with, cause yeah. Jay-Z, yeah. Yeah, they don't want to fool with you. And Nicki Minaj, she ain't legal. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go that hard on you like that. Your feelings hurt. I wasn't supposed to tell the truth, shame the devil. You are the devil, ain't you? I mean, you act like it. Yeah, tell the truth, shame the devil. Y'all hit the like button. Double tap the face of the screen. How Mama Tasha speak that truth, sugar. She said, go, you go. Yeah, we ain't gonna play with you. Because when we play with you, you seem to kind of think we slow. Like we don't see you. Yeah, that's why we was like, he ain't mess with us, but I know you coming. Yeah. See, I'm going to tell you how you trying to play that. If they don't get you real soon, and when it's all said and done, you saving us for last. And by that time, these folks that you done picked up and you done trafficked here, and you gonna condition them to be an army against us. See. So you need to go and get on up out of there. And we got to wake up and look at you and see you with our good eye. Boo-boo. Yeah, I see you, devil. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Absolutely. You think you got it all sewed up. You got a plan. But you had a plan until these folks really, really realized that you really in them Epstein files. You all over it. Hell, you almost have more entries than Epstein. He said you was worse than him. Sasha Riley said you was worse. He said you was the ringleader. I believed everything that young man said. Well, he ain't young no more. You know what I mean. He was young when you was tampering with him. Had that deposition talking about somebody not your type. And hell is wrong. Oh, he was your type, though. He was your type. Yeah, the little boy. That's why that man, that limousine driver, yeah, he was your type too, because he was your first. You've been doing this crazy trifling shit for a long time, man. Yeah, you've been doing it for a long time. That man was finna bring that heat to you. He's finna bring that heat to you. He was finna bring that heat to, because see, you brought it up and you brought it up. He didn't remember you. You brought him up. You brought it up. And let that man know that you was his first boy. Something wrong with you. And when you knew he was finna he was finna bring that heat to you, you said that little old piece you got ain't gonna help you. Then he slammed on the brakes, made your wide hip ass hit that ground in the limo. Yeah. And then the devil had to come out. Yeah, I believe everything he said. I believe everything they said. Because that man was angry on a whole nother level. He was angry about that girl. But you had to throw it up in his face. You hawked that man down. Just to remind him that I was the one who did you like that. You hunted that man down. You called looking for him. Just to throw it in his face. You a special type of evil. You are a special type of evil. And it's time for you to be dealt with. And that's just the bottom line. You are a special type of evil. Who does that? Who does that? You hunted him down to be your driver just to tear him. It was, yeah, I remember you. You was my first boy. And hell, you been in boys' rear ends and on their pickles ever since. That man was angry. And you knew it. So that's why you showed him your reptilian eye. See, I ain't believing all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you now, y'all. I honestly, I don't know if I believe in all that type stuff. Until that man said, you said, look at me. Look at me. Like a devil. Look at me. And allowed him to see that eye change into that slit. You're a special type of evil. And ain't none of us safe with your ass in office. But I'm glad to know you scared. Yeah, you know how them kids was feeling. Yeah, you know how you was scared that you was finna come in that goddamn room. You scared somebody finna come to that house and drag your ass out. You scared. You scared. I want you to feel exactly how those victims felt. Scared that you was going to choose them. Grate them. Put hands on them. Put your hands around their necks and shit. I want you to feel every bit of that. Don't say nothing to him. Put him out. You're not going to come disrespecting Joseph. You know better. So you've overstayed your fucking welcome. Bye. Bye. He like boy booty. He was co-signing that. He was digging that. Yeah. That's all that is. He know the room. He know I'm pro-victim. I don't make no I don't try to hide it. It is what it is. I am pro-victim. And it don't matter. Left, right, front, back, black, white. I don't know. None of that matter to me. I want him to feel it. Yeah, so all that means to me, now I may be wrong, is that he enjoyed doing whatever it is that they do. He co-signed that. Yeah, and he got to go. They are out masses tonight. Oh, yeah. But his ass is scared. That one right there. Yeah, move over here by yourself. You scared. You ready to run, boy. Run, boy. Who can I turn to run to? Yeah, you laughing. Rachel, you laughing. You said AunTeaFee funny. Yeah. Run, boy. Yeah, you better, because they coming. They couldn't come quick enough for you.
Armed as you should be about what this means for the rule of law. According to emails between to be arrested. This isn't a legal dispute about protective protocols. This is a systematic plan to place Trump beyond the reach of the judicial system by weaponizing the Secret Service against federal courts. Pause for a second and hit that like button if you're as alarmed as you should be about what this means for the rule of law. According to emails between Secret Service leadership and White House counsel, the plan isn't
as
just
alarmed
to block
as you
one
should
arrest
be.
attempt. It's to create a sustained standoff that forces the courts to back down. A December 14th email from White House counsel Edward McFadden to Director Curran states, if judicial overreach occurs and service executes defensive protocols, the key is maintaining the perimeter long enough for legal challenges to work through appellate courts. Historical analysis suggests judges become more cautious about enforcement when physical standoffs drag beyond 48 to 72 hours due to concerns about optics and institutional damage. Service's role is to buy time for legal remedies. Translation, make the standoff last long enough that McFadden to Director Curran states, if judicial overreach occurs and service executes defensive protocols, the key is maintaining the perimeter long enough for legal challenges to work through appellate courts. Historical analysis suggests judges become more cautious about enforcement when physical standoffs drag beyond 48 to 72 hours due to concerns about optics
They gonna be brought up on charges.
Service's role is to buy time for legal remedies.
Rules and laws only for the poor and the middle class.
Make the standoff last long enough.
Joseph Wallace, and they already had a plan to get rid of all the poor people. And they trying to make a middle class poor. They're on this DNA of people that they are trying to create. You know, they're trying to be a god. It's gonna be all just rich folk. That's their plan. So they were supposed to unalive, take out all the poor folk with the COVID, that whatever ID, that Gates, he needs to be brought up on charges, and Epstein created. They planned it, what, 2 years ahead? Again, I owe the Chinese man an apology. I thought the Chinese people did it. It's in the Epstein files. DNA. DNA. They are trying to, you wasn't here earlier. They playing with DNA. Slicing. What the girl say? Slicing? Yeah. Epstein. And they do it with a lot of babies. Hold on, Rachel. Hold on. I wish I do. Is it? Yeah. They call her mixed breed. And she said that he will be injecting them girls. Yeah, because first of all, he said that he wanted everybody to have his DNA in them. So they put some of his DNA in the cocktail. I showed that the other day. Hold on. Yeah. He said that they put some of his DNA in that cocktail, so everybody, that's why I was like, oh yeah, we'll give you money, you will do this, and if you want your job, you got to get this. They put some of Epstein's DNA in the cocktail. So now she said, the girl that was a victim, she said, Lord, they don't want me to get there. I'm finna get there. Y'all gonna learn today. Yeah, she said that he was practicing on DNA because he wants to control the DNA. They are trying to put together a cocktail because they're not legitimate Jews. They hijacked that, just like they hijacked the land. And so he is trying to come up with a concoction, okay? And I'm sure it's going to be Jewish for Jews. And then that way, they can get a DNA. Right now, people over there in Israel cannot get a DNA. It's not allowed because they're not legitimate. Here we go. They're not legitimate. So you can't get a DNA in Israel because they're not legitimate.
Bloodline, like they put different bloodlines in.
Can y'all hear her?
DNA, and they call me the mixed breed, and so, but they're always manipulating DNA. That's going on a lot. Epstein was doing that. There was a lot of babies that he would have, just
like bodies.
Yeah, and they would be doing tests.
Excuse me. Oh, I grabbed the wrong device. I grabbed my other device trying to get it over here so y'all can hear it. Let's see. Hold on. Now I'm spinning. Round and around. Y'all hit the like button. It don't want y'all to hear the truth, baby. Baby, it does not want y'all to hear the truth. What you spinning for now for? What you spinning for? Yeah, here we go. Okay, come on.
I think he was very involved with scientists. There were different scientists like Stephen Hawkins. And I really feel like it was just another way to learn how to manipulate and control people. I mean, that was really their whole goal, is being able to manipulate and control the masses, and to have like that.
Y'all see it spinning? It don't want y'all to hear it. There you go. That's okay. This has to be a plan they have. Yeah, that's a plan. They planned the co-ID, what, 2-3 years before? Yeah, it's been their plan. All of it's been their plan. They've been doing this crap for years. Yeah, now it's spinning. Hold on.
One pure bloodline.
One pure
Illuminati
bloodline.
bloodline, and he wanted to be like the father of a major bloodline, Illuminati bloodline. So
He want to be father
it's all about
the
pride and control,
bloodline.
manipulation. It was kind of like a petri dish. It was mixing of DNA that they did, and they always called me the mixed breed. It wasn't just like the bloodline that they want to say is the perfect bloodline. Like they put different bloodlines in my DNA, and they called me the mixed breed. And so, but they're always manipulating DNA. That's going on a lot. Epstein was doing that. There was a lot of babies that he would have, just,
Like bodies?
yeah. Then they would be doing testing and things
Do you
like
know
that.
why?
I think he was very involved with scientists. There were different scientists like Stephen Hawkins. And I really feel like it was just another way to learn how to manipulate and control people. I mean, that was really their whole goal, is being able to manipulate and control the masses. And to
Control
have,
the
like, that
masses.
one pure bloodline, Illuminati bloodline, and he wanted to be like the father of a major bloodline, Illuminati bloodline. So
He wanted to be
it's all about pride
Big
and
Daddy.
control,
So
manipulation.
he wanted.
Was kind
So that was his purpose of putting his DNA in the cocktail. So everybody who got the cocktail will have his DNA. A maniac. A maniac. Yeah, man, that's just, yeah. Let's get on back over here. Oh, yeah, I got the tea. And baby, when I say it's hot, it's hot. I got the tea. Y'all need to get the lights up. Let's go.
To work through appellate courts. Historical analysis suggests judges become more cautious
I am so
about
sick of
enforcement
this.
when
Yep.
physical standoffs drag beyond 48 to 72
They
hours
have a whole plan
due
now.
to concerns about optics and institutional damage.
And that's why they switched Elaine Maxwell. Y'all do know she gone. Y'all do know that, right, Sharon? Keep it mom. Keep it moving. Y'all do know Ghislaine Maxwell done been swapped, right? Was y'all here? Khalees, hi Khalees. Yeah, I hope y'all do know that she is not in Bryan, Texas. She over there with Epstein. That time I guess, now I'm being facetious. When he showed himself, I guess he was on his way to the airport and pick her up. Yeah. She out of there. Oh, yeah. I told him Friday that nose wasn't right. We went through, we sized them up. I side by sides. And then I started yesterday, I started seeing people talking about it. So Monday, it'll be mainstream. Hell, it'll be all in the mainstream Monday. I peeped it Friday. Yeah, her nose. Yeah, they don't swapped her. I thought I had one up here. To show y'all. Where is it at? Yeah, they done changed her. Here you go. You see that pig nose? You see that nose? Them ain't the same noses. You see that pig nose? They playing in our face. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna let her finish. Let's go.
Service's role is to buy time for legal remedies. Translation, make the standoff last long enough that judges get scared of looking like they're causing a constitutional crisis, then use that fear to negotiate favorable terms. This isn't contingency planning. This is a strategy document for how to defeat judicial authority through calculated resistance. And according to another email in the chain from Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller to Director Curran on December 19th, the president has made clear that he will not allow politically motivated judges to interfere with his ability to govern. Service's protective mission provides the legal framework to prevent that interference.
She has a lot to tell us about this. She's
Stephen
not
Miller
gonna tell us
telling
though.
Secret Service to use protective protocols to prevent
She's
Trump
always
from being
said that.
held accountable.
She says
by
she didn't
courts.
do it.
That's
She
not
says
coming
she's
from Secret
innocent.
Service. That's coming from the White House, directing Secret Service to shield Trump from judicial oversight. This is a White House operation using Secret Service as the enforcement arm. Stay with me, because what comes next shows you exactly why congressional oversight has completely failed to stop this. When House Oversight Committee ranking member Robert Garcia learned about these leaks, he immediately sent a letter to Secret Service Director Curran requesting all documents related to Operation Judicial Shield and demanding Director Curran appear for voluntary testimony. The response, according to Garcia's office, came from Secret Service Office of Government and Public Affairs. The Secret Service does not comment on protective methodologies or operational protocols. Director Curran will not be providing voluntary testimony on matters related to protective operations. Garcia then issued a subpoena on February 6th, compelling Curran to testify and produce all Operation Judicial Shield documents. The response from Secret Service's General Counsel, received yesterday, the Secret Service asserts executive privilege over all documents and communications related to protective operations. Director Curran will appear for the scheduled hearing, but will not answer questions that could compromise protective methodologies or operational security. Executive privilege. They're claiming that training agents to block judicial warrants is covered by executive privilege because it relates to, quote, protective operations.
What's the protective
That's
operation?
not executive privilege.
No.
That's obstruction hiding behind executive privilege. Representative Jamie Raskin, who also sits on the Oversight Committee, released a statement. Secret Service is claiming they can't tell Congress how they plan to defy federal courts because discussing those plans would compromise security. This is circular reasoning designed to prevent oversight. If they're planning to block judicial warrants, Congress has not just the right,
He
but
don't.
the
He
obligation
don't respect
to
Congress. He
investigate.
don't respect the
Executive
Constitution
privilege doesn't cover
of the United
plans
States.
to violate the Constitution. Before we wrap up, I need you to understand what's at stake beyond this specific situation. The Secret Service is a federal law enforcement agency with approximately 7,000 employees, tactical capabilities, and force in protection of the mission. If that agency believes its mission includes preventing judicial orders from being executed, and if it's being directed by the White House to use that belief to shield the president from accountability, we have executive supremacy enforced by armed federal agents who have been trained to treat federal judges as threats. This isn't theoretical. This is documented in training materials leaked by agents who resigned because they couldn't participate in it. And the test is coming because according to legal experts,
Leaked by agents who resigned. Did y'all catch that? Leaked by agents who resigned. Yeah. Him scared. Him ready to go. And as far as he concerned, it's Savannah Guthrie's fault. Because once she gave them a platform, the survivors, then Virginia, about her book, as well as when he was running, she talked to him and he didn't feel like she handled him gentle enough. She asked him the tough questions because she was pressing him about the Epstein files. And when he tried to move to the left, she brought his ass right on back. No, come on now. Come on. She smiled at him. I watched it. She smiled. Yeah. That's why her mama was yanked up out the house. That's why they asked her 3 times. 3 times. So when he was on that plane saying, well, I think, he almost told on himself. I mean, I peeped through it. He said that there was some negotiate. I think some things are going to be okay, and I wouldn't be surprised here soon. You know, you're gonna hear some things. So you already know it's they concocting something. But it took her too long, so I'm sure they did something to her mama. And she would say, I hear you. I got the message. I'll give you the money. Yeah. Give that lady back her mama. Give her back her mama.
This is documented in training materials leaked by agents who resigned because they couldn't participate in it. And the test is coming because
the test is coming.
We have executive supremacy enforced.
I was thinking the same thing. You know what, Miss Tom? I was thinking the same thing. Normal people be like unmarked bills. I need T's and 20s. You know. He said Bitcoins. Cryptocurrency. I'm thinking, give me some 20s, unmarked bills. Don't put no paint in the bag. None of that goofy shit. Yeah. He said Bitcoins. Gotta be bit. No, don't put a bag, out in there. It's a cactus over to the left. Walk 4 steps forward, turn back up, spin around. Now, walk towards the car. Stop, drop it right there. Leave it. Leave the bag right there. If anything go off in that bag, don't stick no device, don't put no tracker, none of that. No, he said Bitcoins. Where are my coins? My coins. Yeah, he want coins. Shit. Boy, get that girl back. Her mama. You should not have done what you did. Repeatedly. And when it's all said and done and your ass is locked up, I hope you know they gonna dig up all them people on them golf courses. They gonna find them bodies. They gonna put some cadaver dogs. I heard you. Or I wasn't supposed to tell you. Baby, they working up them dogs right about now. They sending them dogs on that golf course. Yeah. They done already went to the grave site. We went to the grave site on hole in 9 and 9 holes or whatever. Yeah, we went to the grave site today. Way back in the bushes back there. Uh-huh. Yeah, way back. Yeah. Uh-huh. By her lonely. You ain't put no flowers. You ain't even cut around it. But you did it for a tax write-off. Yeah. So you thought it was a good idea. Yeah, to hell. They gonna dig that golf course up, partner. I just thought I'd let you know.
Executed. And if it's being directed by the White House to use that belief to shield the president from accountability, we have executive supremacy enforced by armed federal agents who have been trained.
Y'all, help me reach my goal. Hit the like button. I gotta go down there.
This isn't theoretical. This is documented in training materials leaked by agents who reside. We have executive supremacy enforced by armed federal agents who have been trained to treat federal judges as threats. This isn't theoretical. This is documented.
Y'all remember that
in
other
training
judge
material.
who went against him? Her house blew up. Y'all remember? In the Carolinas, her whole house blew up. It looked like Gone with the Wind. A big old house up in flames. Uh-huh. Yeah, you gotta, Lord, you know, our prayers gotta change. Lord, we need you to come in and fix it. He set that woman's house on fire.
Leaked by agents who resigned because they couldn't participate in it. And the test is coming. Because according to legal experts, there are multiple ongoing federal cases where judges could realistically order Trump to appear or face contempt.
Yeah, he's supposed to already been locked up.
The judge issues a warrant. And then we find out whether Secret Service follows through on their training or whether the constitutional system still has enough strength to force compliance.
He got turned down today.
Marcus Webb, the Secret Service supervisor who sacrificed his career to expose this, said in his final interview before going into protective seclusion, "I spent 19 years protecting presidents.
He got turned down today.
I believed in the mission. I believed that protecting the president meant protecting the institution of the presidency, which meant protecting the Constitution that creates that office. What I witnessed in those training sessions was the opposite. It was using protective authority to attack the Constitution, to place one man above the judicial system. I couldn't be part of that, and I hope exposing it prevents it from ever being used."
Shout out to the
Subscribe
whistleblower.
right now if you believe Webb's courage deserves to be amplified.
Shout out to Webb. Shout out to the whistleblower. Shout out for character, morals, integrity. Shout out for standing for something. Shout out to America First. Shout out to Webb. We thank you. Well, she delivering it today. I'm sorry you didn't like her, but she brings it. She brings the facts, and she's bringing what the people don't want her to bring. They don't want us to know what's going on in those courts. That's why the media can't talk about it. They scared. They've been summoned. They cannot. They can't talk about it. So shout out to her. She said, y'all wanted me to get a nose job. And now, who knows it now? Yeah, she telling it. And I thank you. I absolutely thank you.
Authority to attack the Constitution, to place one man above the judicial system. I couldn't be part of that. And I hope
Miss
exposing
Tom.
it prevents it from ever being used. Subscribe right now if you believe Webb's courage deserves to be amplified. Because this
Shout
story
out to him.
is far from over. The congressional hearings are in 6 days. Secret Service Director Curran will be under oath. Members of Congress will have the leaked training documents. And the American people will get to watch a federal agency director explain why his agents were trained to physically fight U.S. Marshals to prevent courts from arresting Trump. But the outcome depends on whether Americans care enough to demand accountability.
Oh, yeah, he got to stand up.
This story gets buried under the next news cycle. If people decide it's too complicated or too alarming to engage with, if the administration's attacks on whistleblowers create enough intimidation that more agents don't come forward, then nothing changes. The training continues. The protocols get refined. And the next time a judge orders Trump arrested, we'll find out if courts still have power, or if Secret Service has successfully created a protective bubble that places former presidents beyond the law.
Yeah, they say he had been clowning in church. I mean, in church, Lord. Cheer. Hey, Reflections. They say he been clowning in court. Acting a fool. Standing up. Sit down. Standing up. Sit down. Yeah, he's standing up. Yeah. His daughter had to told him about that folder. Are they all? Hell, dude, you about to expire in a minute. We gonna still be here. You know, you gonna be wherever you gonna be. Yeah, and you gonna leave us here to deal with this stuff. Now I'ma tell it. He big mad at Ivanka. Big mad. She told him about that letter, and she told them that my father, cause he's not my daddy, told me to lie and hold on and fudge this paper. I don't want to be here long. I'm just trying to hear how she lost today. Trump completely stunned in utter defeat by grand jury. This was today. Trump instantly blocked by federal judge in his new power. Oh yeah, he losing. Hell, the one I was finna show you was 4 hours ago, and this one is an hour ago. They're trying to hide this. Yeah, he losing. And I don't like that lady. That one I don't. Judge orders Epstein grand jury files with yeah. Bundy is in trouble. She finna go too. I'm finna go. Yeah, but he lost some stuff in court today. Trump lies exposed on Fox News and what he lie about this time? I don't want that one. I don't know these people. I don't know them. I'm trying to see what he lost today. Yeah, he keep losing. They ain't playing with him. What you doing, Obama?
We have a major update here. So on Saturday, I posted an almost hour-long interview with President Barack Obama. One clip in particular made international headlines and
About them
swept across the
aliens.
internet like
Had
nothing I've posted
us
before.
on
Are
aliens.
real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground
Yeah,
facility,
exposed on Fox.
unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens? Now, the way that I understood that answer was that he believes aliens are real, but that if he hasn't seen them, it's because they're not here. Hence the, unless there's a big conspiracy that even the President of the United States doesn't know about. It felt clear to me. It felt clear to the other people in the room. But apparently it was not clear to others because, dear God, did the criticism roll in. And so
Yeah, you had
I decided
me
to
looking
reach out
up
to the president's
aliens.
team and ask if he'd be willing to make a clarification to his statement, which he did. He posted on Instagram, quote, "I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us, really." In other words, his clarification was exactly what I thought he meant, and why I didn't continue with the line of questioning. Should I have asked the follow-up anyway to be crystal clear? Absolutely. And frankly, that's just something that I'm going to have to live with. And in fact, I won't lie, I've been a little bummed with the commentary, the discourse surrounding that issue, people saying that I dropped the ball or committed a generational fumble, which hurts, and again, something that I'm just going to have to live with. But I think Obama's follow-up at least should give the closure that everybody was looking for. Unless, of course, you view Obama's answer as evidence that they got to him, which, I shit you not, is probably the most common response to his post online. And look, am I surprised that conspiracy theories reign supreme on the internet today? No. Sometimes they're harmless and even fun, as is the case with the alien stuff. And sometimes it manifests in something far more sinister, as is the case with Trump weaponizing the lie, for example, that the 2020 election was stolen from him. It gained traction because conspiracy theories are the currency of the internet, and because when people want to believe something, they'll figure out a way to believe it. Trump's lies gave them a neat little excuse, a neat little justification to do exactly that. And then, of course, there's the situation with Epstein. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. In fact, I'm probably the least conspiratorial person you'll ever meet, which is why I think I too quickly realized that Obama was joking about the alien stuff instead of digging further. But here's my read as far as Epstein is concerned. A lot of us on the left viewed Epstein through the lens of QAnon. The basis was the same for both, that there is an elite cabal of pedophiles who operate at the highest levels of society and commit their crimes with impunity. Things diverge when it comes to pizza place basements and drinking the blood of children and whatnot, but all of that notwithstanding, the foundation is the same. And I will say with some humility that I was wrong in casting the entire idea off as fake, because it's not. There is, in fact, a cabal of elites that have committed these heinous crimes with impunity, and they do span the highest ranks of society and government. They may not be doing it in pizza place basements, but they're certainly doing it, and they're doing it in places like Epstein's home, for example. Right. All of which has taught me to be a little bit more open-minded, even in scenarios that are so depraved that I hope against hope that they're nothing more than base.
See, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate a conspiracy until it's not. I can appreciate that. That he can own, you know, I didn't just like I had to go off into alien, reptilian, you know, to get a feel of this mess. All of this stuff is just unorthodox. So I can dig that. I was wrong, you know, because it is happening. It absolutely. So shout out to you, Brian. I can dig that.
Conspiracy theories. In fact, I spoke with the foremost experts on QAnon, the hosts of the QAnon Anonymous podcast, about the state of that movement. Here's what they had to say. What is the state of the QAnon movement right now? I presume that it probably peaked sometime around, 2016, 2017, 2018, maybe around the time that Marjorie Taylor Greene was getting into Congress. But I'm just curious whether you think that it's hit its peak, or whether we're still seeing this movement grow as more people come online, more people get sucked into rabbit holes and conspiracy theories, and we have obviously less digital literacy with the introduction of more AI and on and on. I feel like just people's general sense of what's real and what's not is kind of getting worse, not better.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do? For your marketing needs in one spot. An AI assistant? Show me what you got. AI breakdowns on trend reports. Unlock key insights on the rise of shorts. Your quick summary, show me what to read. AI, give me just the numbers, please. Do a recap of all your learning. Add an AI graphic of potential earnings. Ideate, generate, do it all in one. Do that, doing that, did that, done.
Oh, what did I just do? Oh, no. Hold on.
Well, I
I mean, I think it kind of just sort of got absorbed into the wider kind of like right-wing media sphere. I mean, we saw recently, like with just.
Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. It just kicked all the way out. See how it do? It didn't want y'all to hear something. But guess what? We gonna hear it anyway. Yes, indeed. Yes, and restore page. Yes. It just kicked out. That ain't how we doing it. Come on. Oh, Lord, y'all. Oh, hold on, it's spinning. It just kicked out. Here.
We have a major update here. So on Saturday, I posted an
Hold on, let me get to where this man was.
with the introduction of more AI and on and on. I feel
Hey,
like
I
just
trying to take
people's
our
general
our
sense of
jobs.
what's real and what's not is kind of getting worse, not better.
Well, I mean, I think it kind of just sort of got absorbed into the wider kind of like right-wing media sphere. I mean, we saw recently,
Hey,
like
we
with
love
just
Poppy.
a few weeks ago, that the Department of Labor Twitter account was tweeting out QAnon-related slogans. And so, you know, it's like either someone at the Department of Labor social media team is very pilled, or they understand that this is still a base that's worth signaling
Hard
to.
work day
Or
out
they
the
know
way.
how
I
much
can
it
listen to
upsets
this.
liberals,
Good. I'm
or
glad you
even
got through
your
the
never
day.
Trump Republicans, who hate QAnon more than anything because it you know, to them, it made the whole conservative movement look like complete idiots, you know, completely
Y'all
disconnected
help me reach
from
my
reality.
goals. Support the platform.
You know, so that's like the third option, is that they know that people know where it's coming from. They know that some journalist is going to go, why is the Department of Labor doing where we go one, we go blah, blah, blah. You know, they know it's going to cause a reaction, and that is unfortunately a part of politics now, is this like sort of like antagonistic nature that I really think, you know, began you know, in 2016 with Donald Trump.
I mean, look, it's
Yeah,
rage
that
bait,
loser.
and it's that's the currency of the internet. I think that if they have the opportunity to get a bunch of libs mad, so they can you know, own the libs online, then like that's a perfectly acceptable thing for them to do as far as they're concerned. How many people do you think we're talking about here? Because you're talking about this contingent, and I think for normies like myself, like I cannot grasp a world where there are more than like a handful of them in some, you know, MySpace group or some Facebook group circa like
I can't-
2013. But like, roughly what are we talking about
I
here?
can't grab people who are okay with a president being a PDFer, a serial PDFer, and still think it's about red and blue, Republican or Democrat. That's because you simple-minded. There's a bunch of simple-minded people out there who will still be okay. Yeah, because it was supposed to be Democrats in there. Wrong answer. It was a whole bunch of Republicans. So who's the losers? Shit. He should have kept his mouth shut. But he can't. And if y'all like it, so be it. Let's go. And I can't wait. Now he don't want Clinton to talk. No, I like Clinton. I like Hillary. No, don't let him talk, because if he talk, he's going to tell it on me. Absolutely. You should have shut up. But no. Yeah, that was the only way that you could get in. Yeah. And you thought we was going to be like your regular folk and just go along with the program. Oh, yeah, he don't want him to talk. He love him. Oh, I love Bill. I'm hating. Oh, you didn't know that? all up, girl. You wasn't there that day when he was eating Bill and Clint. Oh yeah, he had Trump on hold on. Oh yeah, he eating ass. Yeah, he don't want him to testify now. He hates that they went after Bill. Huh? You know, I really like Bill. Oh, somebody asked him about that photo? I didn't know somebody asked him about that picture. About that picture. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What? It's fake news. It's fake. I ain't know somebody asked him about him on his knees. Yeah. Finna handle that picture.
Dates to testify before the House Oversight Committee. Any reaction to that related to the Epstein?
I think it's a shame, to be honest. I always liked him. Her, yeah. Well, yeah.
You hear? I really like him. Hey, now you like that pickle. No, you like that pickle. They say it's a big pickle. Huh? Yeah. And they got another little funny. Yeah, he don't. Yeah, I really like him.
I think it's a shame, to be honest. I always liked him. Her, yeah. Well, yeah, she's a very capable woman. She was better in debating than some of the other people, I will tell you that. She was smart woman. I hate to see it in many ways. I hate to see it, but, you know, then I look at me. They went after me like, you know, they wanted me to go to jail for the rest of my life. Then it turned out I was innocent.
You going very
innocent. I have a
innocent.
friend that said, a very smart friend. He's a very wealthy man, knows the life, streetwise guy. Well, I will tell you that. She was smart woman. I hate to see it. I always liked him. Her, yeah. Well, yeah, she's a very capable woman. She was better in debating than some of the other people, I will tell you that.
Y'all didn't know that?
Smart woman. I hate to see it in many ways. I hate to see it, but, you know, then I look at me. They went after me like, you know, they wanted me to go to jail for the rest of my life. Then it liked him. Her, yeah. Well, yeah, she's
So
a very
now,
capable woman.
so he thought that they was gonna be running around, skipping and skip tracing and going around here, running there, running scared like he running scared. They said, okay, now, but we want to do it out front. We want to do it so everybody can hear. So when I tell them you was sucking on Big Bubba's pickle, I leaked the pictures so they could see. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you and tell you, you really don't want to rumble with the bee. I'ma sting that ass. Baby, yeah, no. I think he did a special order, or he had them executive order something. They can't. They got to do it behind closed doors. They can't do it for the whole world to hear. How about that now? How about this? Yeah, no, he don't want. I like Bill. You know, Bill pack a good pickle, and he was always nice to me. When somebody asked him, "What did you like about him?" Well, he always was nice to me. I thought he understood me. Yeah, I wish he'd come back to me. He was giving a whole song and dance like they had a love affair. And he wished he could come back and rub me the right way.
Like him. Her, yeah. Well, yeah, she's a very capable woman.
Most people who cheat Don't like the wife? What you mean, Yeah, you sound like a woman, a side piece. When somebody asks you about your side do wife, you go, You know, she ain't cute. I mean, she ain't fine. That's what you sound like. Talking about Hillary, Oh, but baby, we found where you was giving her props. You was eating out of both their asses. But boy, shut up.
I always liked him.
Yeah.
Her, she's a very capable woman. She was better in debating than some of the other people, I will tell you that. She was smart woman. I hate to see it in many ways. I hate to see it. But, then I look at me. They went after me like, they wanted me to go to jail for the rest of my life. Then it turned out I was innocent, very innocent. I had a
Absolutely,
friend that said, very
James.
smart friend. He's a very wealthy man, knows
And
the life,
also shocked him when he
streetwise
said
guy.
we want it to
He
be
said, you have to be
public.
the most honest person anywhere
everybody
in the
to
world, because
hear.
there's never been anybody who's been examined up and down.
He's
hundreds
always
of
like,
thousands
y'all
of
didn't know
pages of
that?
documents, millions of it.
He started eating cheese. I need to find the one where he's standing up and that man said, well, what do you like about Big Bubba? Bill. The pickle. Yeah, Picklegate. What you like about Pickle? He said he always understood me. Yeah.
In a landslide.
Yeah, I want the one. Let me find the one where you said, he seemed to get me. He was always pretty nice to me, and he rubbed my head when, he held me, he cuddled me, yeah, he was talking like somebody who missed that pickle. He was talking like he missed that pickle. God damn, I missed that pickle. Boy, boy. Boy, you better go. Yeah. Yeah, let me find that one. I want that one. That's the one I want. When you start, rubbing on the back of your neck thing. God damn, yeah. The people need to see you all up in your feelings about Bill Clinton. Yeah, yeah. He was always nice to me. You said, oh golly, here we go. Where is that one at? Come on out, pop out for me. They need to hear. Yeah, he don't want that. He don't want that. We would not hear Bill and Hillary put it all on the table. No, sir. No, that ain't what he want. No. Trump said Bill was nice to him. Let me see if that pulls up. He understood me. He done changed that. He don't want them to speak now publicly. Now. Because Bill was finna light his ass up. And Hillary. Hold on. Yeah, you start shit, and when the shit get real, you want to run. Yeah, you thought that he was gonna be running scared, dodging, and hiding like your ass is. They said, oh, no, nigga. I told you to release the Epstein files. Everything you want, but you think you finna embarrass me? Nah, I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna get you on your knees. I'm gonna put you on your knees. Is this thing... Oh, so now you don't want to go. Boy, every time I'm finna have fun, Why a stick, y'all? He talking real nice. Yeah, I really liked him. Whole tone done softened up and shit. When that happened? Huh? Yeah, when that happened? AunTeaFee, I play too much. Yeah, you gonna learn today. Yeah, watch what you say. Y'all listen. My system is tripping. It does not want me to let y'all hear this. Huh? Worse than Clinton. Hold on. What is this one? Bad or worse for Clinton as. Yeah, I thought y'all knew this. Is this one here? Let me see. Yeah, Bubba said, oh, okay, this is what we doing. Let me find it, y'all. I got to show it to you. He started bouncing around, changing that tune. I like him. And then I caught him being nice to Hillary. She's very smart. Trump asked the FBI to deal with pro. Oh no, hold on. Levy asked why Trump is bothered by Bill Clinton being investigated. Yeah, he started that mess. He started it. Let me see if it's on here. Y'all got to see it. Y'all got to see it. Oh, man. He ate that cheese. He ate the shit out that cheese. Oh, my goodness. He ate the cheese. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get it over here. It don't want y'all to see it. And I had, this was good too. Hold on. And I need for y'all to know over here, they got Arizona. Now, y'all know I told y'all about Arizona, right? I'm going to pull it up. Y'all know, he said, y'all know I told y'all about a lot been going on in Arizona. If it ain't Trump, it's, what's her name? Erica Kirk. Setting up her Charlie Kirk, Arizona, Fort Huachuca, the CIA in Arizona, all of that, right? Why they had a couple of years ago the a whole. I'm gonna have to wait. I can't tell y'all now. I can't. Shit, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Let me get this up. Because they trying to play in my face. They don't want y'all. Pop goes there. Pop goes the weasel. I was finna say it like my homeboy said, but I ain't gonna do it like that. He said, pop goes the weasel. Hi, Carlos. He talking real nice now. Real gentle. He done got all lovey-dovey, you know. I really like Bill. I mean, you know. Oh, baby, boom. Bill said, bring it. We ain't going nowhere. I want to speak for every, so we won't have no misunderstandings. Y'all can't come back saying this, that, and the other. We gonna put it all out there. And what you think, what was supposed to be a secret, ain't no secrets. Ain't no secrets. Ain't no loyalty. Ain't shit. We ain't cool. We ain't nothing. What we had is over. And yes, I leaked the pictures with us being in bed. You got your arm all around me like you in love. Like I just rocked your ass to sleep. Rock-a-bye, baby. What what's the picture of the other king? What's the picture of our other king? I don't know what that is. Put that on the super chat, super sticker. I don't know what you're trying to say. But my likes ain't went up and my goals ain't been met. So don't ask me nothing. Just take what I'm willing to give until I see y'all pouring into me. I got the tea. And my tea is real, real good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. He said, I leaked that picture. I told you to stop fucking with me. And if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you go get. Let me see if it's, let me see if it's in here. I don't want to hear what he say. I want to hear him say, I want him to rub me the right way. Huh? Yeah. Dang it. Uh-huh. Yeah. And Hillary said, I got his back. I don't care about none of that. We finna show you how it works. Why it just won't pop up when I wanted it? I want the one where he was talking all nice and friendly like. Where is that one? Trump reacts to Bill and Hillary. I don't want the one with him sitting down. I want the one with him standing up. They're not giving it to me. They just not gonna give it to me. And watch, soon as I get off of this and go somewhere else, I'm gonna find it. Dang it. Now I ain't gonna be able to find it. Not like I want to find it. But I want to hear what he said about that picture.
No, I don't like the pictures of Bill Clinton being shown. I don't like the pictures of other people being shown. I think it's a terrible thing. I think Bill Clinton's a big boy. He can handle it. But you probably have pictures being exposed of other people.
He's a big boy. He can handle it. I know he can handle it. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Ooh, yeah, don't mess with Bill.
Clinton being shown. I don't like the pictures of other people being shown. I think it's a terrible thing. I think Bill Clinton's a big boy. He can handle it. But you probably have pictures being exposed of other people that innocently met Jeffrey Epstein years ago, many years ago, and they're highly respected.
This ain't the one.
And lawyers and others, and they'll end up because of guys like Massey, who's a real lowlife, whose polls are down to about 9%, by the way.
This ain't it, I don't think.
Kentucky, if you look at Kentucky, Kentucky is such a great place, but I don't know. They've got
no, this one ain't it. This one ain't it. This one ain't it. But yeah, no. But let's be clear. What he thought he wanted, bad or worse for Clinton. They're not. Oh, I was looking for it. They can't be public with it. Trump pushing. Okay, so now I'm out of. Is this one? Yeah. Trump hedges. This is it.
Hi, I'm John Walsh. Occasionally.
NBC News broke the story
This
today. I
it.
don't know if you saw it, that the Democrats are already saying, if you bring President Bill Clinton and he has to testify, we're bringing President Trump. What do you say to that?
I think they might say that, but they've already brought me. See, I've been brought. They had me indicted many, many times.
Yeah, that's when he started stumbling.
And the president had some surprising thoughts about former President Bill Clinton.
It bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill.
What do you like about him?
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me. He was the one that said very famously that
He understands me. He loves me. Can y'all believe that? Huh? He started all this bullshit. He brought up Billy Boy on the campaign run. Now he's saying, I really like him. He really, really was good to me. He understood me. He knew how to hold me like no other. I can lay my head on his shoulder and he made me feel real secure. He likes to snuggle. And I can feel that pickle grow. See, y'all thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing. I really like him. That man caught him off guard. But what you like about it? He knew how to rub me the right way.
but they've already brought me. See, I've been brought. They had me indicted.
NBC News broke the story today. I don't know if you saw it,
told
that the
y'all.
Democrats are already saying, if you bring President Bill Clinton and he has to testify, we're bringing President Trump. What do you say to that?
I think they might say that, but they've already brought me.
But you coming back
See, I've been
again.
brought. They had me indicted many, many times.
No, we gonna get. Now look at him stuttering.
And the president had some surprising thoughts about former President Bill Clinton.
It bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill.
What do you like about him?
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me. He was the one that said very famously that you don't want to run against Trump. When there were 18 people.
You can't believe it.
It was 18 people, including me, total. And he kept telling them, you
Yeah.
don't want to run against Trump. Run against anyone. Don't run against Trump. And Hillary sort of laughed at him.
A lot to break down here. First off, Trump claims that he's already
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. AunTeaFee show child where he done made it about face. Cause like the guy said in the beginning, yeah, now that Bill and Hillary gonna have to go, you next, buddy. You next. And you don't know what he gonna say. You thought Bill and Hillary was gonna pull a Trump and run around in circles looking crazy as hell. And he said, boy, I told you before, I'm a big boy. I'm gonna put my big boy drawers on and pants on, pull them bad babies up, and I'm gonna deal with. I've been here before. I done been here before. Remember, you said you could do whatever Monica can do. Hell. I've been here before. Yeah, you the one scared to rumble with, yeah. Look at him. He made a about face. Hats out for the guy who asked the question quick as hell. Threw his ass off, didn't it? Yes, indeed. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go here before I go. My lights ain't where they need to be for as long, for the tea I done brought. Baby, my tea been hot. My tea been hot. My lips are still like, my tea is hot. And I ain't reached that goal. And yeah, y'all playing with the wrong one. I'm finna go on. Y'all gone over there where the people don't keep y'all informed. Hell, if y'all didn't know about Trump eating off in that ass. And they got another little hee ha ha. Another hee ha ha I caught. Yeah. Oh, and ain't it funny? Oh, it is funny. Oh, funny. Oh, yes. Here I come. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm going to show it to him. Big jerk. Dang it. Let me go here. I got to show it to y'all. Since he want to play with old Bill. Yeah, he packs a good punch, they say. AunTeaFee play too much. It ain't over here. I thought I just seen it. Where is that? What did he have on? Okay, let me get over here. It must be over here. Hold on. It must be over here. AunTeaFee be having stuff all over the place. Yeah, they have a whole tunnel. These folks got a whole underground tunnel. Miss Tom, you missed that earlier today, didn't you? That underground tunnel. They coming all out of the what is that down there in the sewage? They got a whole underground tunnel for these fake.
That's where they trap. Yeah, bro. You ever heard about the Jewish tunnels in New York?
The Jewish tunnels.
That's where they traffic kids at, or they go down there and have relations with kids. There's mattresses down there, kids' clothes.
They got mattresses and shit in the tunnel.
No, it's all on video.
I played it earlier in the live before this.
It's not a theory. It's true. Payne was talking about it. But
they got a whole tunnel in New York. Jewish.
Bro, you ever heard about the Jewish tunnels in New York?
The Jewish tunnels.
That's where they traffic kids at, or they go down there.
He came out of, when you walk on the thing, it's like he slid through that. Yeah, y'all gotta go watch it. Hold on, I got it. Yeah, my tea is hot, and y'all don't want to help me reach my goals. Oh no. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. They got another one. I know I put it. Did I put it over here? I hollered. Where is it at? Hold on. I wanted to show y'all before they took it down. Where did I see that at? I think he squirted. I think he said something about squirting. Hold on. Dang it. Yes, it right here. Trump went from telling everyone that the Clintons are guilty to being terrified they might testify. Yeah, if you don't know no better, they may have something, some real dirt on him. Yeah, they got some dirt on him. He know it. Yeah, I'm trying to find it, y'all. They got another one of them things, and I saw it today. Oh, and it's funny, cause he talking about some squirting. I thought I sent it to myself. Hey, Olivia. Missed it, AunTeaFee. Are you occupied earlier? What you missed? What you missed? I've been looking I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about because I was looking for something else over here. Oh yeah, I found the reptilian of Hillary. That tongue came out while she was drinking some water. I said, Lord have mercy. Where is that one at? Hold on. Yeah, I gotta show it to y'all. They find it. You know, when did we start seeing creatures would have I just think they doing too much. What is this? They got a whole little skinny ass man with wings. Where we see this at? Y'all see that? When we start seeing this? Listen to this voice. When we start having this type stuff?
Ándale, sujétalo, no lo dejes ir.
Eso no es normal, ¿eh?
What?
Ándale, sujétalo, no lo dejes ir.
Eso no es normal, ¿eh?
Oh no. Let me find this thing of Bill Clinton. You know, they doing too much. I don't know what that is, Olivia. I gotta find it. Where is it at? It was Funty. Oh yeah. And what's his name? Little Nick. One of them faces on the wall is him. In that room where the dentist chair was, one of them ugly faces on the wall was him. What? Here we go. Is it this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Did he rob him on the back of his neck? Did he rob him on the back of his neck? Did he say, good boy? Good boy, God. Damn. Look at it. Now they got him rising up. He meeting him. He said, oh, shit. Yeah, look at Bill. First he was sitting back. Now he done rose to the occasion. Shit. You need some help? Let me grab the back of that neck. Oh,
You didn't give me the full load.
You didn't.
You didn't give me the full load.
Oh, so he really.
You didn't give me the full load.
Woo-wee. Let me tell y'all this. Who they say not happy with the Epstein files is Putin.
Come on. Jeff, it's time to go. Bubba says we've got 2 minutes. Got to blow this place and lay low for a while, and it will be good. I promise this will be good, and some bad, but mostly good. I've arranged for you to stay in Saudi Arabia. The Saudis are nice. Some are not so nice at all, but some are good. We'll meet up with Bubba at Mar-a-Lago. Some girls are waiting. Some are young. Some are not too young, but some are pretty young. I've got some shoes for you to wear out there with the Saudis. They love me. They really do. What a great country they have there in India, right? Come on.
Look at Bill in the dress.
Time to go. Bubba says we've got 2 minutes. Got to blow this place and lay low for a while, and it will be good. I promise this will be good, and some bad, but mostly good. I've arranged for you to stay in Saudi Arabia.
Baby.
The Saudis are nice. Some are not so nice at all, but some are good. We'll meet up with Bubba at Mar-a-Lago. Some girls are waiting. Some
But
are young.
that other
some are
one,
not too young, but some are
hold
pretty
on.
young.
That
I've got some
other one,
shoes for you to wear out there with the Saudis. They love me. They really do. What a great country they have there in India,
see,
right?
that was all because That was all
Judge,
because
it's time to go.
his
Bubba
face
says
was
we've
fat.
got 2 minutes. Got to blow this place and lay low for a while, and
His
it will be
face
good.
was
I promise
fat.
this will be good, and some bad, but mostly
That face
good.
that he had was fat.
You didn't give me the full load.
He wanted some more. He wanted some more. Woo! He said, shit, I guess. You got any more down there? You got any more you want to give me? His face was fat back then. Yup. Yeah, you better watch what you say. They on you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know I be getting it, boy. You better watch what you say. Let me get over here, y'all, about this. They changing the laws. Woo! Yeah, you better watch what you say. Yeah, next time you keep your mouth shut. Cause now you scared when he said we gonna put it all out there. Now you running scared. Now he's oh y'all, and hold on right here, but I got a bunch over
There's
here.
thousands of them every single day on your planet. Look what's coming out of the back of it in color. 5 separate gases coming out of this reptilian tanker, dropping 5 gases at 300 feet. You're smoking their gas today because they drop this gas only on technically advancing communities.
They dropping gas. They say them aliens is dropping gas.
6 weeks. So you could be getting it today. Not 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Navy
They're
officer
flying all over
reveals
us.
photo
So,
of
the
a
reason you don't see
Draco
these
reptilian
is because they're dropping the gas.
UFO spraying
And so
a
we are
town.
being mind controlled, not for the last couple of weeks, but for thousands of years. And back to the Romans again. Their minds were controlled. I know this sounds insane, but this is fact. This is what it is. There's thousands.
Yeah, they playing. And they playing with them creatures. They are playing with them creatures. They are playing with them creatures. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all one more. Oh! Y'all need to see this one.
Day of gassing another room out here. We use our ethylene liquid, which turns into a gas. We're going to be doing room 3 today.
He's gassing a room.
Today. So in here we do gas organics and regular bananas. But the only difference is that nothing is stacked. Only organics are stacked in a row. You never put regular bananas under organics because then it makes it not organic. So we grab our liquid, put it in a little machine. 2 bottles for this one.
He's letting you know that they are putting gas on bananas.
Close the room. Change the temperature to 60 degrees. Both sides. Once this is done, this is all set. We turn our little sign here saying that it's gas. So we're gonna come here to check them out. We're gonna pull a banana out. This is one of them. This is maybe 3 days after it's been gassed. It starts to turn yellow. We have this little pulp thing that checks the temperature and the pulp on these. That gives us a reading. We're gonna check this side. And this is what the other side looks like. Starting to break in a little bit of yellow. Both of them compare left to right side. today of gassing another room out here.
Gassing another room.
We use our ethylene liquid, which turns into a gas. We're going to be doing room 3 today. These are the bananas for today. So in here we do gas organics.
You going to sleep?
Bananas. But the only difference is that nothing is stacked. Only organics are stacked.
Y'all need to notice that. Natural knowledge. You finna go. I was finna give you another alien. Don't be acting scared now. You had me up all night. Running scared. Is this the one or that?
So when I went in, he went ahead, he's looking down like this, and right off the bat, I could feel him saying, I am afraid. I was getting visions
Thank you, Be Rich.
of his family, of him fearing not seeing his family again. Also, of the destructions that was going to happen when his people who were already on their way there to get him, and they would have to go ahead and totally destroy that building and probably would kill some of us that was in that building. And he didn't want that to happen. I picked up on it and I let him know, we'll get you out of here. And he made it clear that it would have to be outside of the perimeter fence line. So I asked to go back out, smoke a cigar. And while I was out there, I told one of my friends if he would mind going and getting a pair of wire cutters.
Army Sergeant.
And slipping them in back of the back fence. I went ahead, got our entity. I said, okay, let's go. And we ran like crazy to that back door, went out, and I was cutting like crazy the wire back there. So I got it to where I could go ahead, put my body between it and push it up this way so he could crawl under it. But I could hear the people, the guards yelling, halt, or we're going to shoot, halt, we're going to shoot. And I could hear them lock and loading their weapons. And he looked up and the crap came over, and it was like a very bright ray of sunshine shining in a dark hole in the ground, and he vanished and the light went off. So when I went in, he went ahead, he's looking down like this, and right off the bat, I could feel him saying, I am afraid. I was getting visions in my mind of his family, of him fearing not seeing his family again. Also,
his family was coming.
Destructions that was going to happen when his people who were already on their way there to get him, and they would have to go ahead and totally destroy that building and probably would kill some of us that was in that building. And he didn't want that to happen. I picked up on it and I let him know, we'll get you out of here. He made it clear
you were scared.
It had to be outside of the perimeter fence line.
Baby, natural knowledge, that was funny. Let me get over here. Baby, that was fun too. We all up into them reptilians. Y'all play too much.
It's January 2007, and 3 women dressed in identical pajamas are about to throw a surprise birthday party.
We on Zorro.
It's January 2007, and 3 women dressed in identical pajamas are about to throw a surprise birthday party. But this is no ordinary celebration. When the voice of the birthday boy begins to be heard, one of the women reaches out to hug her companion.
Hold on. Let me set this up.
To change. It's Gillian Maxwell, and she's about to host one of the most sordid parties for the most powerful elite in one of the most remote and desolate places, where no... It's January 2007, and 3 women dressed in identical pajamas are...
So he had them dressed. So this was his birthday present.
It's January 2007, and 3
they faces covered. I don't know why he got that one. They faces covered. Oh, they didn't know. Yeah, you didn't know if these people was victims or not. So why y'all covering them? They faces wasn't forward. So why did they cover them? Y'all was supposed to redact that. So he got them all. 54. He gonna have a foursome. He makes it a foursome. With that deflated misfit ass lemon. Ain't that what is that called? A water balloon? So this was his 54th birthday. Let's go.
Women dressed in identical pajamas are about to throw a surprise birthday party. But this is no ordinary celebration. When the voice of the birthday boy begins to be heard, one of the women reaches out to hug her.
She got her hand on her
and
butt.
The atmosphere begins to change. It's Gillian Maxwell, and she's about to host one of the most sordid parties for the most powerful elite in one of the most remote and desolate places. Where
so she got her hand
the most sordid parties
all on that little girl butt.
One of the most
I don't know.
And parties for the atmosphere begins
freaky.
To change. It's Gillian
she was claiming her. She was claiming that this belongs to me.
For the most powerful elite in one of the most remote and desolate places where no one can witness their atrocities.
Epstein allegedly impregnated 20 women on his ranch in New Mexico.
There are allegations that 2 women were buried on the ranch. I received an email with videos of what happened that night. These are the most depraved horrors that happened at Rancho Zorro, Jeff Epstein's secret ranch. Hey. Rancho Zorro is a luxurious ranch built in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the New Mexico desert. The place has no neighbors, the road is dirt, and the nearest town has just 108 inhabitants. People only know it exists because there is a sign with the letter Z on a discreet road about a mile from the ranch each. But despite being a remote place, Zorro Ranch was one of the most...
You've always wondered what? Are there code words? I don't know what you're talking about.
Inner circle. Director Woody Allen was photographed with women around the ranch. Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew took pictures with the ranch's butler, who in turn posted them on his Facebook account. And even the director, Woody Allen, was photographed with women around the ranch. Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew took pictures with the ranch's butler, who in turn posted them on his Facebook account. And even the daughter of Epstein's personal pilot, Larry Bizowski, had her wedding on the property. From the outside, it looks like the estate of an eccentric millionaire obsessed with privacy. But when you walk through any of its elegant doors, you realize the true intentions of this place. As you take your first steps, you come across a pair of suits of armor guarding the entrance and a corridor of candelabras with red candles near the ceiling. The chandeliers are carved with warrior faces that seem to watch over all who pass by. The main hall features a life-size cross with images of Jesus Christ, the Virgin Mary, and St. John the Evangelist. Current Justice Department photos show a black box covering something at the foot of the cross. But this wasn't always the case. On January 30, 2026, the Justice Department slipped up and released a photo without the black box, revealing something disturbing. The photo showed Epstein using the cross for blasphemous purposes, as the person depicted in the black box was performing a dance at the foot of the religious sculpture S. The ranch has other oddities, such as a garden shaped like a missile target and a giant indoor at the foot.
Why was that blasphemy?
Of the cross for blasphemous purposes, as the person depicted in the black box was performing a dance at the foot of the religious sculpture S. The ranch has other oddities, such as a garden shaped like a missile target and a giant indoor swimming pool with a hot tub and a shower in the center. Daily Mail reporter Chris White obtained these photos.
Thank you,
Gap
Pat.
The contractor who designed Rancho Zorro's pool. The contractor said Epstein told him that the design of this shower was intended for, in his words, family parties. Epstein's idea was for the hot tub to serve as a sort of altar, while the shower, where the
I got the tea, Joe.
would be framed in blue, so that everyone could see what was happening in it.
A whole bunch of men.
It were a work of art.
Oh.
In past videos, we've seen how.
Thank you, Janet, for the bronze. Thank you, Miss Tom. Good night.
Plans for Rancho Zorro. In the early 2000s, Epstein began inviting Renaissance scientists to business dinners at the ranch. Men like geneticist George Church, physicist Lawrence Krauss, and even Stephen Hawking visited the estate on several occasions. Epstein introduced himself to a millionaire philanthropist interested in investing a lot of money.
Dang, I wanted her to see a Janet.
He even rented a submarine on his island
Janet,
so Stephen Hawking could
you
explore the
gone?
depths of the ocean, and donated $6 million to the Evolutionary Dynamics program at Harvard. For scientists, Epstein was a dream come true, but it didn't take long.
Oh, okay, hold
to
on.
show
I want you
his
to,
true
let me
colors.
stop. I want you to see
Virtual reality expert
about that
Sharon
death penalty
Whitney
stuff. How they about, hold on. Let me get over here. Because that's in the title. And I do have it over here. I just got caught up. Trump head. That one is the life in prison. Hold on. Georgia. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get there. I'm sorry. Y'all had me all over there. But I wanted y'all to know that they are adding the death penalty change.
I don't feel like cooking today, so I'm trying 2 meals from Cook Unity to see if they're actually
This
worth the
one's
hype.
about
First
life
up, we're
in
starting with
prison.
this Mission-style chicken burrito with 42.
Should people convicted of purchasing sex from a minor automatically face a prison sentence? Well, that is what state lawmakers are working on today, listening to hours of testimony. Now, supporters hope that increased penalties will help protect victims while holding offenders accountable.
Denver 7's Colette Bordelon explains what changes could be coming and why not everyone is on board.
I never imagined I would become a victim of trafficking.
2 survivors are speaking under the Gold Dome.
Under this bill, many would continue to be charged with the very acts they were coerced into.
On different sides of the same legislation.
Trafficking continues because there are virtually no consequences for those who seek out to buy children for sex.
The debate around this bipartisan bill
Today we bring you Senate Bill 15.
hinges on whether to impose mandatory minimum prison sentences on defendants convicted of pimping a child, and for those convicted of engaging in commercial sexual activity with a child, something the sponsors want to see happen for charges that are currently eligible for probation.
Mandatory minimums, not historically popular in the Colorado State Capitol. Do you expect this bill to have quite the fight?
I do expect this bill to have some pushback on that, on the mandatory minimums, but again, it's the punishment is fitting the crime. This is children being bought for sex, online or in person.
Do you expect to get some pushback from fellow Democrats on this?
I imagine we'll get some tough questions about is prison the right way to prevent this type of crime? Do people who commit these types of crimes care about what the potential prison sentence is?
Part of the bill they don't expect as much pushback on updates the language in Colorado law, striking the word prostitute when referencing children who are being exploited.
People aren't caring about politics on this. This is about the kids in Colorado and making it a safer place to be for everybody.
Not everyone in Monday's committee hearing agrees with that interpretation.
SB 15 perpetuates mass incarceration.
Janelle Goodrich, who works with survivors of sex trafficking, says they're amending the bill, hoping to help.
We're also going to put in protections for anyone who may be charged with this crime that was also a victim, and so we will have an affirmative defense for them.
But arguably the biggest
The
hurdle
Golden
this bill
Dome.
faces, its price tag, specifically connected to prison populations. Ultimately, lawmakers delaying the vote on Monday to work on a few changes.
SB 15 perpetuates mass incarceration.
Janelle Goodrich, who works with survivors of sex trafficking, says they're amending the bill, hoping to help.
We're also going to put in protections for anyone who may be charged with this crime that was also a victim, and so we will have an affirmative defense for them.
But arguably the biggest hurdle this bill faces, its price tag, specifically connected to prison populations. Ultimately, lawmakers delaying the vote
They
on
already
Monday
making
to work on
money.
a few changes to the bill and connected to prison populations. Ultimately, lawmakers delaying the vote on Monday to work on a few changes the bill faces its price tag, specifically connected to prison populations. Ultimately, lawmakers delaying the vote on Monday to work on a few changes to the bill and hopefully bring it back for a vote this week. In the Capitol, Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
And Colette.
Hold on.
Because the Child Predator Death Penalty Act cleared. And a bill to make child sex crimes punishable by death is still moving through the state house. But it's not without any debate because the Child Predator Death Penalty Act cleared the House committee, but now it's awaiting a vote on the House floor. And tonight we're hearing a new perspective from lawmakers who say even if the death penalty is on the table, it may not change the outcome. We 31's Corinna Shadow.
Why would it not change the outcome?
The bill would expand Alabama's list of capital offenses, making first-degree rape.
And a bill to make child sex crimes punishable by death is still moving through the state house, but it's not without any debate.
It'll make them think about it.
The Death Penalty Act cleared the House committee, but now it's awaiting a vote on the House floor. And tonight we're hearing a new perspective from lawmakers who say even if the death penalty is on the table, it may not change the outcome. We 31's Corinna Shadowan has the latest.
The bill would expand Alabama's list of capital offenses, making first-degree rape, first-degree sodomy, or sexual torture of a child under the age of 12 punishable by death or life in prison without parole. Supporters call it a necessary tool for prosecutors in a statement about how seriously the state treats crimes against children.
People that commit the offense of rape, sodomy, or sexual torture on children under the age of 12, this is the worst of the worst offenses, and as such, it deserves the worst of the worst punishments.
Similar legislation has passed in other states, and Simpson says support for the bill is stronger this year from the governor to leaders in both chambers.
I feel really good about the momentum we have. I really feel like everything's lining up now for this bill to pass this session.
But not all lawmakers are convinced the death penalty would change the reality inside Alabama's courts or its prisons.
I'm really ambivalent about the bill. The death penalty probably should be on the table, but I'm not sure we will ever get to see anybody honestly put to death because of that.
Representative McCampbell points to a system where many capital cases are pleaded down, contributing to an already overcrowded prison system.
Oh, thank you.
And says the law may not be used as intended.
I'm not opposed to this bill at all. I'm saying that I do not see it as being a real deterrent.
With coverage you can count on.
Oh, so he don't think it'll stop predators from
contributing to an already overcrowded prison system, and says the law may not be used as intended.
I'm not opposed to this bill at all. I'm saying that I do not see it as being a real deterrent.
With coverage you can count on. Corinna Shadowan, Way 31 News.
They trying to, I think Tennessee is one of them. What is that? I like that. That's trying to get that death penalty. I think it's needed. I think it has gotten that bad. Pam Bondi makes insane Epstein announcement. I don't want to fool with Pam Bondi. I'm finna go, y'all. I don't want to fool with Pam. Yeah. Yeah, what y'all think about that death penalty? You think yes? I think it'll be a great deterrent as well. Yeah, Pam Bondi trying to act like they done gave that's all the Epstein files. They don't want the others to come out.
We have seen some pathetic stunts out of Pam Bondi's DOJ to cover.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear that. Do we want to hear that? She just made an announcement. I think it's that she said that they have given all of the Epstein files. Let me check. She trying too hard. She knows she in them Epstein files, y'all. Tennessee, let's hear what Tennessee says. She in the files.
I see that as a death of who I am and who I could have been.
Tonight in Operation Crime and Justice, a Tennessee lawmaker hoping to make it easier for a judge to sentence a child rapist to the death penalty.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar joining us live in studio to bring us the emotional story of two survivors.
I see that as a death of who I am and who I could have been.
Tonight in Operation Crime and Justice, a Tennessee lawmaker hoping to make it easier for a judge to sentence a child rapist to the death penalty. Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar joining us live in studio to bring us the emotional story of two survivors and speaking with a legislator behind the bill.
Two women I spoke with tell me this is them as children. They tell me at that age, they were raped. They are one of the many survivors who sent me messages and texted me, sharing their emotional stories. Their voices are an effort, they say, to bring justice for future victims. I warn you, what you're about to watch is triggering.
Amanda DeMont was a happy, innocent child. But all of that changed at only 3 years old.
3!
She tells me that is when her cousin started sexually abusing her.
By the time I was about 8 or 9, was when he was actually raping me.
She is 41 years old now, but it's an emotional scar she will carry with her for the rest of her life.
Looking back now, I was a cutter all through high school.
She tells me
I'm
since
glad
she never got justice, she wants
never
child
got
rapists to be
justice.
put to death.
If we are going to put people to death for murdering somebody, then we do need to put them to death for basically murdering a child's spirit.
There is already a Tennessee state law that allows rapists for children under the age of 12 to be sentenced to death. But supporters say a new bill would streamline the process by allowing prosecutors to more easily get that outcome.
One of the reasons that penalty has not been pursued is because there was a lack of definition of what exactly is aggravated circumstances. And so that's what this law was doing.
Deborah Hood was also raped at 16 years old by her boyfriend's cousin.
He literally grabbed me and had me hanging over the side rail, and he said if I screamed, he would drop me over the side. You feel like you're damaged goods.
Wow.
Despite this, she is not for the death penalty.
And I think that's the easy way out for them.
She'd rather have child rapists sit in prison. The CEO of the Sexual Assault Center agrees. She tells me children normally get raped by people they trust or family.
Is aggravated circumstances.
Would y'all
so that's what
rather sit in prison?
Deborah Hood was also raped at 16 years old by her
under
boyfriend's
12.
He
They said
literally
under
grabbed
12.
me and had me hanging over the side rail, and he said if I screamed, he would drop me over the side. You feel like you're damaged goods.
Despite this, she is not for the death penalty.
And I think that's the easy way out for them.
She'd rather have child rapists sit in prison. The CEO of the Sexual Assault Center agrees. She tells me children normally get raped by people they trust or family.
Yeah.
So they can underreport the crime.
That's their betrayal.
Their story will get their family member killed. Either way, survivors want justice for this brutal crime.
Representative Martin tells me if this legislation passes, it will be another tool for prosecutors who wish to send child rapists to death. We'll keep you updated if it passes. Reporting in studio, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that death penalty for fooling with a child under 12? Okay, so let's see what Pam Bundy talking about. Ugh.
If you want to surprise everyone in 2026, we start on Monday.
Okay, y'all hit the like button. The only one there for me.
We have seen some pathetic stunts out of Pam Bondi's DOJ to cover for this administration's Epstein connections, but none as shameless as this. The DOJ just sent Congress a 6-page letter explaining their redactions to the Epstein files, and buried in that letter is a list of all government officials and politically exposed persons who appear in the release materials. But what they decided to do was combine those who are implicated with Jeffrey Epstein's crimes with those who are just in the files because of a passing mention or because of their efforts to actually expose Epstein's crimes. The DOJ explicitly states that people appear on this list if their name shows up at least once in the files. But what that could mean is they had extensive direct email contact with Jeffrey Epstein himself, Or, and this is important, it could mean they
I'm
were
so
mentioned
sorry,
only in a portion of a
Joe.
document, including press
The only
reporting that
one
on his face
there
is
for me
unrelated
was
to the
Jesus.
Epstein and
His
Maxwell
arms
matters.
held me safe.
Which is to
Oh my
say,
God.
if a newspaper article that mentioned Epstein also happens to mention, say, Barack Obama in a completely unrelated context, Obama's name goes on the list. That's it. That's the bar. Your name could appear in a flight manifest metadata.
Wasn't Pam
You could be
Bundy
referenced
in
in
that
a
photo
customs
too?
document.
Yep.
You could be mentioned in passing in an email about something else entirely. And congratulations,
She in there.
you're now on this big bombshell Epstein list distributed by Pam Bondi's Department of Justice. In other words, it was a deliberate effort by the DOJ to muddy the waters under the guise of transparency. Yet another red herring thanks to Trump and the rest of these pedophile protectors in his administration. So let me be crystal clear about something. This list is not a list of co-conspirators. It is not a list of people
Oh,
who
yeah,
did
I got
anything
that
wrong.
list.
It is simply a list of every name that appears in the thousands of pages of
Yeah,
documents.
I got that
and
list.
the DOJ is using that ambiguity, that lack of context, as a shield to protect, well, I
Everybody.
think you figured out
So
that
Trump
part by now.
groomed her and
But
then her.
here's what
Absolutely.
the DOJ isn't telling you in this letter.
Absolutely,
They're not telling
James.
you which people had actual contact with Epstein and which ones were just mentioned in passing. They're not providing any context whatsoever. They are throwing hundreds of names at Congress and the American people and saying, here you go, we complied with the law, while knowing full well that this will devolve into a partisan food fight where everyone just tries to weaponize the names on the other side while defending the names on their side. And that's exactly what's happening. Instead of having a serious and much needed conversation about what the DOJ redacted and why, we're arguing about whether Bill Clinton or Donald Trump is worse in the files. Meanwhile, the DOJ gets to pat themselves on the back for transparency while hiding behind privilege claims. And by the way, if you don't believe me, you should, because Pam Bondi just proved it days ago.
I also found an email that I have right here from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell that was unredacted. And it included notes of statements that Donald Trump made about his prior relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, there is no reason for this to be hidden from the American people. There is no privilege, there is no attorney-client privilege, and I see you're checking with your staff, and I can assure you, staff, this is not under attorney-client privilege because it was sent from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. Will you commit to publicly providing the unredacted version of this so that the American people can understand the extent of Donald Trump's lies about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein?
You're about as good of a lawyer today as you were when you tried to impeach President Trump in
Yeah, you
2016.
crazy.
Have you apologized for that in 2019?
So will you
Apologize for
unredact
that?
this? Will you
were
unredact
lead
this?
counsel on that. Privileged.
I'm asking you, will you unredact this?
Privileged.
Privileged, of course. I look forward to discussing this more.
Could the DOJ release it? Yes.
Yes.
Will they? Clearly not. And the same goes with this list. Could they break it down into actual co-conspirators and those who have a fleeting mention
Yes.
in the files? Of course. Will they?
No.
Well, they didn't, so I guess that's our answer. Also, as far as Pam Bondi erroneously claiming privilege is concerned, what this is simple. The concept of privileged information is being weaponized to hide information
I
that the
showed
American
y'all
people
her
have the right
on
to see. The
on the
deliberative
thumbnail
process privilege that's
earlier.
supposed to protect internal government discussions.
Oh, y'all
so that
wasn't
officials
here.
can
She
speak
on
freely,
the. She
but it's
wanted
been
to.
expanded
Hold
to
on. She wanted the little girls to me. This she looked like her to me. Yeah, on the live earlier. Where is that? Yeah, she wanted the little girls. AunTeaFee, you are so. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I wasn't supposed to say that. Hold on. Yeah, ain't that her? At the top right? When she was little? And look at the bridge in between her nose and her eyes and tell me that ain't her. Tell me the girl on the right. Y'all know she got that reptilian thing right there in between her eyes, that bridge over troubled waters. Ain't that her? I don't know why they play with me. I don't know why they play with me. Ain't that her? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Yeah, she in them Epstein files.
for basically any internal communication.
Y'all should have been helping me reach my goal with that one.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Y'all should make a donation. I got the tea. My tea is hot.
Immunity deals and non-prosecution agreements, a process that is supposed to protect the sanctity of the law.
I don't know why y'all play with me.
Used to flout the law. Surprise, surprise. And then, of course, the DOJ explicitly states that no materials were redacted or withheld based on embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity, including to any government officials, public figures,
subscribe,
or foreign dignitaries.
Join the membership, get your membership.
Anyone's reputation, except they are protecting information under privilege that just so happens to involve communications about decisions to charge, not charge, investigate, or decline to investigate Epstein or his associates.
Miss Tom, you knew this was gonna be some bull crap. I don't know why you want to hear this.
Or redacting the very information that would reveal whether powerful people got preferential treatment.
Thank you for the bronze medal. Thank you.
The DOJ releases this list to create the appearance of transparency. Look, we're not hiding any names, while simultaneously hiding all the information that would actually tell us what those names mean.
Boss. Hey, boss
lady. Meanwhile, they want all of us fighting about Trump or Clinton the list, hoping that this devolves into the usual.
Y'all know I gotta give my Mo 3 sectors some love when they come through like this. Shout out to Boss Lady Entertainment. She is one of the day ones. I thank you, day one. Close to it in the Mo 3 sector. Shout out to Boss Lady. Shout out to her. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate it. I was just curious. You know she ain't gonna act right. She in the Epstein files. Woo! They got the other one. They yanked it. But baby, she didn't know I was going. Yeah, I got you, boo. I got another picture of you. And it was that bridge of water in between them eyes where them reptilians went up in there. It won't let me. It won't let me point to it. Okay, good people.
What the DOJ is hiding about co-conspirators, immunity deals, non-prosecution agreements, and preferential treatment for the rich and powerful men who are contained in this scandal. The exact thing that all of these people
they make my head hurt. All that line running. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Thing that all of these people ran on doing during the campaign.
Thank you.
Everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism, is the way that I put it. But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Oh no, this
one
don't show
it. The FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
Whee!
Who? That is that. I mean, there's.
That's under direct control of the director of the FBI. What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority.
Pam Bundy,
you can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
You wondering why we're not hearing more about this Epstein case? I mean, the guy was only connected to just about every major player in the swamp internationally, and yet you don't hear much about it. And what the hell are they hiding with Jeffrey Epstein?
So here's my message. Do not fall for the red herring. This list means nothing without context, and the DOJ knows that. They are counting on partisan tribalism to distract us from asking the real questions.
Putting PDFers up under the jail.
Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see...
Okay, good people. It's almost midnight. I gotta go. It's been real. I was on here longer than I'm gonna have to rerun my bath water. Y'all done had me up here all night. I hope the tea was hot, baby. I hope that tea was hot. Thank you, James. I will be back tomorrow. What time do I need to come tomorrow with the real good tea, baby? Because I got something to tell you. I got to introduce y'all to something. Ooh, same time. 8. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, the tea is hot. The tea is hot.